Lupin the Third
in CGI.
It's so clean.
Hey, can I be real? Can I be honest with you guys? Like CGI, you know what's interesting? Like in the anime community.
Hey, first things first, sir.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, D.
Go ahead, D. What I do?
Three Black
Sir,
Geeks.
sir, you're the Lupin fan.
No. We get to that.
You're the Lupin third fan. You should be the one to tell everybody to like, click, and subscribe, and all the rest of that. You should be the one to do so.
Well, thank you, D. You already done it for me. But no.
But wait a minute, Eris. I didn't tell everybody that we're on Twitter, TikTok, and IG, and that if we ask for donations, we only want $1. Like I don't know what you're talking. Like,
it's here's a challenge for you folks. Here's a challenge for you folks. Donate to PayPal. Donate to the 3BG. You might go to SDCC if we hit a goal. You know, and go.
Hey Chris,
sorry,
Hey Chris, stop lying to these good people, man.
I could not do that. I could not listen to that with a straight face. We already know.
I'm not a grifter. I will never do that.
Us going to Rumble will happen before we...
Exactly. I already got the URL. I already got the URL sitting in the pocket right now.
But anyways, folks, like, click, subscribe to us. Watch our our recent review of the Amy Winehouse movie. Don't go see it. Spoilers.
Spoilers. She dies at the end. Anyway.
But yes, today,
alcohol poison. Ain't that a bitch?
I didn't even know that shit. Did you?
Look, can we talk about a better movie, please?
Okay.
Like we are talking Lupin III The First.
Now in the anime community, there's a thing with us where, you know, the snob in us comes out, where whenever we get something that goes into CGI, we get kind of the ick, right? And I know for me, my first one was that fucking CGI Appleseed movie. I was like, ugh, what is this?
I sat and watched that thing like the weeb, malicious person that I was at the time.
It threw me off, man.
And you know what I said at the end of that shit?
The hell was this?
Exactly. Thank you. You know what, Christian beat me? Yes. What the fuck was I watching? What was I watching?
So when we see a CGI version of our favorite stuff, whether it's Appleseed, Lupin, even Knights of the Zodiac, Astro Boy, Knights of the Zodiac.
Astro Boy
I actually liked it. I liked it. Nick Cage kind of elevated it.
For me, Astro Boy was the wrong anime, at least for America.
It was safe, to be honest. If you really think about it, it was safe.
Kind of safe.
Well, you also got to remember that that Tezuka is anime Jesus to a lot of anime fans.
Oh, exactly. But here's the funny thing: if anybody else would have did, like, you would have to have somebody like Tezuka to do something like that. You know what I mean? You would have to have something.
Yeah. Tetsujin 28 was another one that did CGI. Well, no, that was live action, but they spliced the CGI. Either which way, we get kind of ick about CGI when it's not traditional animation. So for me, like, when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, well, this is interesting. I guess I'll watch it. And I watched it. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty fucking good. Like, damn. Okay. I didn't recognize your game, movie, so my bad. Shit.
This, like, on some real ish. This has to be, and I'm including DreamWorks, Illumination, and everybody else. This has to be one of the nicest, smoothest looking CGI movies that you would see. The only thing you can probably pick at is that everybody looks a little bit too cartoony or something like that. But it's smooth, it's clean. It looks like they took their time with it. You know what I mean?
Bring that picture back, D. This is what made me love the movie, not just because of the 3D, like the CG animation, but the fact that they kept the 2D style with this, like, with
in terms
CG.
of what, like 2D in terms of, like,
basically the way the characters move, especially the way Lupin moves. Like, we've seen the silly shit that Lupin does in the anime back in the day. We see that same thing in CG, and it looks great.
I want to tell you something. Guinea, I always mess up his last name. The dude that did Dexter.
Jenny Tartakovsky.
No, Gendy Tartakovsky.
Now, he does the Hotel Transylvania movies, and I think he did What's the Face. They're kind of smooth. There is a demo out there. If you go on YouTube and find it, it was for the Popeye movie that they were going to make, and it got canceled and never happened, whatever reason.
I was kind of sad about that.
But if you look at that, it looks just like this Lupin movie, where it's like, oh my God, this is gorgeous. like why didn't like you would like it looks good like they took it like you said it takes the original look of the show and like just add to it. Yeah, you make everybody look like if anything, yeah, you made Fujiko's cheeks softer, but yeah, go with that. Yeah, you made
It has a
City got
very
his chin right there, but you know what?
Nah,
That will go for it.
no,
That will
that's
go with it.
exactly no. They made everybody look about as accurate as they look in their
It
anime.
has a very- it has-
Hey yo, Dice K, I ain't gay, bro, but how you doing, nigga?
Here's my thing.
Yo, that nigga's a bottle of sex in this joke. Like,
It kind of throws me off though because it has a very I think that's why it has a very Pixar look to it as well. Like you remember what the fuck was that movie that came out?
Does it really?
No, what I
not
mean by
Pixar.
no,
I know
no,
what you. I know
no,
where you're going at. I know where you're going at.
the fucking the shit with the fucking robot and the helper shit.
What?
Wally.
Wally?
No. The other one that came out with
Big Hero 6?
Big Hero 6. That's the vibe this movie has to me.
That one. Pixar,
I mean, well,
that was
Fujiko
good.
don't
That
look
one
like
Pixar.
look. Fujiko don't look like Aunt Cass, but I mean, but I see.
No,
where
but I'm
you're
just
going
saying the vibe of
Actually-
it has a Big Hero 6 vibe compared to like the typical
example.
Pixar shit.
Good example. Scoob did the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scoob did the same exact.
I'm a mark
thing.
for that movie because Blue Falcon. I mean,
I'm a mark for it because that police.
and Hanna
girl.
Barbera, but D knows.
I'm a mark for that police girl. She had a dunk on her, man. I like that shit, man. I needed more of that.
I would also like to point out, gentlemen, that this movie, the first, like Lupin the First, God, it has been 23 years since we last had Lupin in theaters as an animated film.
Really?
Yeah.
All his movies, so most of his movies went to the video market.
Well, no, see, the last one that hit theaters was 1996's Lupin III Dead or Alive.
So there had to be like 4 other. Wow, really?
Mhm.
Yep.
Did not know that. I thought at least they were like 1 or 2 in the in the 2000s, maybe.
Nah,
or
like
that.
the ones that came out in like 2002, like what was it, Lupin? It was Lupin the Third, the beginning, the one where all 4 met each other, and then
I still only seen parts of that shit.
And technically that doesn't count the Lupin versus Detective Conan movies because one was an actual movie and the other one was a TV special. So to give Lupin like his actual movie, this was the first time in 23 years that we got one.
I know that one person like, well, we never got that in America. Right.
But hey, guys, Hitler, am I right? Yeah.
No, Chris, you did it wrong.
You did.
My Führer, am I right?
Hold on. Wait.
Put that back up.
Wait. Put the picture back up. I want to. Hold on. Let me illustrate this for you people. All right.
That's a perfect mustache.
I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to understand that at this point in the movie, when we see Adolf Hitler, because he is name dropped God knows how many times in this movie.
Drinking game, you be fucking alcohol poison.
But check it out. So apparently,
I'm gonna keep that joke that I have.
So apparently, hold up. This is an even better joke. Apparently, in this movie, Adolf Hitler, who reportedly faked his death, escaped to South America during the fall of Berlin.
Yes, that's the famous story where he went to Argentina.
So what you're telling me is
one of my favorite episodes, one of my favorite jokes of The Simpsons was Hitler trying to go to his Mercedes, and you just see somebody pass. Hi, mein Führer, das.
So what you're telling me is Hitler telling me it's according to this alternate history, Hitler pulled the Dark Knight Rises ending where he's magically taking a vacation somewhere and he nods to Alfred like,
yes.
No, guys, I don't think we're saying it. This nigga they really thought this nigga pulled a full-on Palpatine and just showed up.
Hold on,
I am still powerful as I ever was.
Do you take it down? Huh. Hitler's still alive somehow. I
mean, all these years later.
That's me reporting.
Wolfenstein did the same thing, didn't they?
Yeah. That was at the recent New Order. They put Hitler on ice.
You just seeing the plugs in his head and shit.
You imagine the CIA agent that has to report to, I don't know, fucking Nixon is like, sir, Hitler is still alive somehow. Like, what do you say to that? Like,
son, nuke him. That's what I'm gonna say.
My
what,
response, no,
Germany?
my, no,
What?
no. My response.
I'm sorry, my
Stop
bad.
it.
That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. That was legit the wrong one.
No, my response. No. You come and tell me that Hitler's still alive. I look at the calendar. I'm looking at the day, the date, and time, and I'm going, how?
Thank you.
Right, yo. But here's much like, but you got to realize, guys.
Please tell me it's just his head in the jar and he's still able to talk.
Like the first Wolfenstein, like the fourth Wolfenstein. Hey, Eris.
Please tell me it's a cyborg.
Eris, here's the thing.
I think a lot of people that knows karate.
Wait, Chris. And because the cyborg is built like a G.I. Joe, he salutes with the kung fu grip.
No, he salutes.
No, hold on. No, GTA fingers.
You think that you can think down the Führer?
Holds a gun like this. He just holds it. I'm terrible. I am terrible.
But here's the thing. You got to realize, guys, if we have people who legit thought that freaking Elvis, Tupac, and a couple other people are still alive, what makes you think there ain't somebody out there like, my Führer is gonna come back and drop some heat on these niggas? Like, what makes you think that ain't gonna happen?
You know what? Cap, thank you.
What the hell?
Mine.
9
Oh, this movie would have been elevated. Look, I gotta understand. There are certain things in animation that I have to believe somebody had a first in. Somebody came home after this movie was like, well, I drew my first Hitler. Don't know how to feel about that.
You know who also
I think the
that?
Japanese get thrills out of dragging Hitler. I think they do.
But you know who's done that more times than anybody? God rest his soul.
Toriyama?
No, God, no. Barely Toriyama. If anything, when Toriyama did it in the Fusion movie, I think he actually went to Monkey Punch and said, hey, this good enough?
What you could do, put this nigga in the Jeep. I'm going to do that. Put him in the tank. I'm sorry. Put him on the top of the tank.
Like put him on top of the tank and just have him like bulldozing down. Oh, and by the way, by the way, cut the animation budget by a third because that's where we saw the shittiest animation.
Harris, this is what it was. He'll say. Also, you should mention that they're the perfect humans because they're blonde. Here's Akira. I ain't want to go do all that shit.
Like, hey, monkey.
It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep.
Hey, monkey, chill out. All right.
Yo, man, look. I'm trying to be funny, not that funny.
It's like when I see this, I was like, man, they really just the details, the suit.
It's not just
everything.
Okay,
I need them to look a little bit older, but it's all good.
But here's the other thing. See, like me, because I watch Lupin all the time. Seeing the Führer in a wheelchair like this, I'm looking at it and going, "It's Lupin. It's Lupin."
You said that with such respect. We're not supposed to respect Hitler. Sir.
I'm not respecting it. I'm just saying that as a
Führer. I'm like,
ain't nobody said mein Führer yet.
I didn't say mine. I said
yes.
I said the Negro.
Now, the Führer.
Like the whole time I'm seeing him, I'm looking at him going, how the hell does Lupin do this without cracking a smile or breaking character? Because we have seen this man like impersonate Hitler in almost every Lupin cartoon like that exists. And especially when he actually does break character, because we see him do it all the time. It's like, I'm like, y'all really do think that this is him? Y'all really think he's him?
Also, we have to talk about the fact that the Nazis, and it's probably probably a measure of historical accuracy with this. It feels like you can do so many movies where it's like we have to hunt for the treasure that the Nazis stole. I'm
Here's
like,
the funny thing.
That might be true. I mean, look, even the Simpsons episodes that I love with the fucking stone with the what was the name of his squadron in World War II or whatever and shit.
The fighting hellfish.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
fighting
hellfishes with the pictures and the paintings that they stole from the Nazis and stuff.
Because that's actually tied to what happened in real life. There was a lot of United States and European countries just stealing all this beautiful, beautiful German art.
But I do gotta ask the question. So you say that you can still go out there and try to find shit. First of all,
you can make a shit ton of
I mean,
movies.
yeah, you could.
They have.
I mean, and
way too many.
They have, but here's my question. That country got bombed to hell and back. Like, what? How much shit do you think survived?
This is no.
Paintings
If you
were
know,
like the number one thing to
hold
survive,
on, Eris. I'm gonna answer that. If you notice with the Indiana Jones movies, none of them take place in Germany themselves.
Of course
It's
not.
where the Nazis was fucking around at. That's where all the treasure was found.
Oh, and they
Israel.
thought, hey, I'm gonna hide it in this crystal skull here, and ain't nobody ever gonna look for it.
Aliens.
We're gonna hide it. We're gonna hide it in a steel cage, 20 miles below the ocean. Ain't no one ever gonna look for it.
And it's also this idea that
how are you gonna get it?
But also it goes to that thing where the Third Reich was so fucking big that they could find treasures everywhere because they was all over the world. They was taking everything, and Hitler wanted to live forever, so they found the box to where you could live forever and shit like that. You can do that forever with Nazis, man.
You could.
I mean, Vandal Savage says otherwise because he said, "Fuck your war, Hitler."
I love how Vandal Savage was like, yeah, fuck Hitler, man. I was cool with that nigga, but because they was winning.
Shoot him. Done.
Hitler turned into the governor from Walking Dead. Kills them all.
Pretty much.
Well, especially for everybody that betrayed him.
I mean,
I've seen a man look so demoralized in my life thanks to downfall.
That nigga Hitler was like, no, man. He was doing this for like 5 straight days.
but I will, like I said, I will admit.
And the only X-Men I want is the Aryans who are the perfect substance of them.
Actually, it was more
Canadian.
I think it hit.
That's Canadian.
I think in his case it would be more of
Be grave Americans.
I would like to talk to the Red Skull. I believe we can learn something from each other's cultures.
Here's the funniest shit ever. Red Skull, I love the energy. Hitler, he's just like Vandal Savage. Yeah, he's a little behind on the times. Fuck that dude. Hail Hydra. Like that's literally how Red Skull is. It's literally
just gonna swagger Jack Adolf shit, my dog.
It's 2 fists, so I'm taking black people.
2 fists. What, you double the power?
To be fair, Hydra is more efficient than the Nazis. So
yes, that's because they have hold up, they have a thing called
comic book powers.
No, comic book powers. I was gonna say comic book powers and science fiction bullshit on the side.
Just lean into the science fiction as much as possible.
No, Brian, you are not. You're not
trust
too
me.
late.
That's the other thing about animation is that I just love when the animation for this movie still retains the 2D nature of physics.
Fujiko didn't have many scenes where it's like this scene and like one other scene. That was about it with Fujiko when it comes to like just like good God woman. You know what I mean? Like, but other than that, this scene actually got me because she broke my nigga's neck. I'm like, damn, bitch, here's me. God dang, Fujiko. That shit was hot. Do that again. This time break my neck. I want to see where that goes.
You could say that that the man got what he wanted, which is the 300 Spartans call a beautiful death.
So With that being said, Eris, because you and I are Lupin, or Lupin, I was going to say Lipin, Lipin fans.
This fucking weeb.
Like we, no.
No.
We love Arsene Lupin.
First of all, no. If you want to be a real weeb, you refer to him as Rupon.
I will break a chair.
I'm sorry,
off the
what,
back.
Eris? Say that again.
Rupon.
This racism is killing me inside.
Can't really call it racist because there is a song like called Lupin.
I love no.
I'll be honest with you.
I'm a Japanese artist.
I'll be honest with you. It's giving the energy of a Christmas story. Fa-ra-ra-ra-ra. That's what it's giving.
That's
off
why.
right
That's
now.
why I'm saying that. No, because right there, something look. A Japanese person like I can
Eris is all in shock.
Eris. A Japanese person is like I can say I can speak English. And you see fa la 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 la. They're over there sweating like. But anyway, Eris. But Eris, you and I watch. That being said, with the whole thing with Hitler, you and I watched Lupin, so we know this for a fact. The second Monkey Punch wrote the thing, and everybody opened up the script. The animators, when they saw Nazis again, this ain't the first time. And since his death, I have not seen one. I ain't seen one in part 5, and I have not seen part 6. There weren't none in part 5. I know that for a fact. I think there was a Nazi treasure in part 5, but I don't think there was.
The only reason why I don't think that was even. I don't think that was the case. Brian, go home. I don't think that was the case so much because after Monkey punches.
This racism is killing me inside.
After Monkey Punch's death, remember that they tried to bring.
Chinese people, why y'all laughing? Say row your boat.
Dude, shut up. After Monkey Punch's death, you notice that they tried to bring Lupin into the modern, like real modern era by having him tackle the internet and shit.
I actually
got to fight the alt-right. Lupin versus the alt-right.
No, look, Eric, hey Chris, we ain't ready for that one. We not ready for that.
Oh, I want that one. I really do.
We not ready.
Come on.
Oh, no, Eris, we're ready, but I don't think the world is ready.
Like, listen, we've been dealing with Lupin shenanigans since the 70s. I'm ready. I am so ready.
Here's the funny thing. I agree. Like I understand if anybody's saying part 5. Like I said, I ain't see part 6, but I understand anybody saying part 5 and he kind of had like a detachment from it. But it's like, dog, this shit slap. It's Lupin going like, oh shit, y'all niggas using computers. Okay. I gotta be cleverer. So I actually kind of liked it, yeah. But you are right.
On the internet? I don't know.
But here's the funny thing. You gotta it is one of those things where I was gonna ask you about that too, Eris. Seeing that Hitler's in this movie, it does go into a little thing I always say
it's the
with
Hitler
Lupin.
podcast, folks.
Hey, Chris.
What were you gonna ask me, D?
I'm a downfall. Go download it now. It's on 3 Black Geeks. It's everywhere.
Hashtag Hitler.
Christopher.
Chris, the correct hashtag is Hitler gave up.
Hashtag Hitler lives.
Shut up. Be quiet.
What were you gonna ask me, D?
So does Lupin purposely live in a void where it's post World War II, but not exactly 1975? But at the same time, there's computers that existed in the 90s.
I say,
I always question. I always question the year, the frame of year that Lupin exists in.
I say no to that because the one that you and I are like super familiar with is like the wacky one, which was the 77 Red Jacket series, which was the first time Lupin actually wore his famous red jacket. Now, after that, we got the Lupin in the 80s. And Lupin in the 80s, there, you still got the little hints of the 70s stuff, but it was definitely 80s because number one, he upgraded to a pink jacket.
That's the Lupin I know nothing about, and I'm fine with that. But go ahead.
And then we got by the time we got to the 90s and the 2000s, he was still wearing a red jacket, and we just mainly got like a bunch of 90s movies, right? So when we saw Lupin Part 4, that one I believe was Blue Jacket Lupin. And we did get the return of Green Jacket. In fact, there was a whole movie called Lupin Red versus Green. We got another. I know we got like another version of Lupin. Like what? Because I didn't watch it all the way. I can't remember it all like off the top of my head.
Part 4, he had a blue jacket.
Yeah, Part 4, he had blue.
Part 5.
Part 5. Shout out to Part 5 for this. He wore red, he wore blue, and he wore green in it.
Okay, so they wore all of them.
He didn't mainly wear the green one in that one. I think he was more still like blue jacket. But one episode it was green. I was like, shit! And the other one I saw he wear the red. Like, he got the red on today. I thought it was cool. I think that was one of those things where, because remember that was the series where Monkey Punch passed away on.
Yeah.
So I think that was more of a hint that, hey man, flex all his colors, man.
Also,
but I hate saying it like that. The boss is dying. Show him all the colors.
I mean, also the newest one. I mean, best thing about that before you get back to this is him and Sherlock Holmes clash.
That's the newest one. I haven't seen that one.
It's actually pretty good.
I haven't seen it. I know it can't.
I'm
actually mad I didn't see it though. I'm mad I didn't see it yet.
Now, for what you're asking me, does Lupin just live in like the perpetual 1970s, despite the fact that, like you said, there's advanced technology and there's this, that, and the third? I want to say yes and no, but Lupin's kind of like in a weird universe where it's like, oh yeah, our world's updated. Is it still the 70s? It's left to your own imagination because come on, we got cars from the freaking 60s still running around in this world.
That's the thing that killed me, because in Part 4, of course, you like the one thing that even if you update everything, you don't take that fiat away from them. You know what I mean? You don't.
Oh no.
But here's the thing I loved about.
In fact,
Part
it was
4.
because of this movie that the fiat made a comeback.
It's because like, here's the thing I love the Part 4 where he's riding around in the Fiat and you see the girl that was his quote unquote wife. This bitch pull up in a new ass fucking Ferrari. It looked like a LaFerrari. I don't know what it was, but it was Ferrari. I was like, what year is this?
Well,
not too long ago.
Well, if you remember first Red Jacket Lupin from 77, he didn't have his Fiat. Instead, he had his convertible, which is a completely different car. Of course, when you look at Lupin, like what's his most famous car? It's the Fiat.
Of course,
which is that's a car that is a conundrum to me. I'm like, man, like I get the appeal, but I'm not like.
Here's the thing. Well, Chris. Full disclosure, Dead Errors. If we ever see you, here's Dead Errors. Do you think there's something funny about my automobile?
Something comical about the way I drive my automobile?
Like, here's the weird part.
This is the biggest automobile I can afford.
I see the appeal of the Mini Cooper. I blame the Italian job.
You like it?
Like I get the appeal of the Mini Cooper because Italian job, but it was like the Fiat. It's like, like all right.
That's the car that's the car that Lupin became. Lupin made that car famous. To be honest,
the 500 Fiat is one of those cars.
I thought it was a Mini Cooper. I thought it was the Mini Cooper. Honestly, like the old Mini Cooper.
He's driven a Fiat.
See how it's like I'm cool with it being in the shifting timeline. It's just one of those things where I wanted you. It's funny, Eris. I never asked you. That's why.
Wow.
Perfect time, might as well. So it's one of those things I just never asked you about, man. So, but this movie, like all movies, contain a treasure, and the treasure is this bad boy.
Well, and an amulet.
Well, yeah.
Twofer.
Actually, this is really a series of keys leading up to a treasure.
much like National Treasure. Yeah.
And also in the world of Uncharted, that's what this damn diary having the most convoluted way of opening and puzzle solving is just ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Chris. What are you doing?
I did the Uncharted thing.
Oh yeah, the Uncharted theme.
Yeah.
And you see all these hail of bullets come at Nathan. Pow, pow, pow. All 16 men dead. Anyway,
With a pistol. Nathan with a
Nathan
hold on.
Drake.
Nathan with one pistol.
Nathan Drake.
I like how Nathan Drake literally, technically has murdered hundreds of men.
I want people to understand.
Lupin hasn't dropped one. That's all I'm saying. If they die, Lupin was like, sidestep. I ain't had shit to do with it. You fell down here.
No. In Lupin's case, number one, he's a gentleman thief. Number two, he doesn't kill anybody unless it's absolutely necessary.
He a fucking Power Ranger now. Don't engage unless you're engaged.
No. Dude, that's always been Lupin's thing. He's never been a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course.
That's not his MO. There's never his MO to be killing.
It's like, bruh, I just make people run pockets and run art and run jewelry.
But
I
see,
don't kill nobody.
Lupin hasn't sat there and went on a mission and then somehow ends up out in the waters to search for his person and then gets on a cruise ship, it sinks, and then he gets out of the sinking thing, and then boom, he washes back up to where he was sleeping at mysteriously.
Uncharted 3, right?
That was 3 hours of just going through that process.
Yeah, that was 3.
Going through that whole fucking process just to it's like you did a giant circle in a happenstance to get back to your thing.
Chris
reloads once, by the way.
Yeah,
reloads only one time in that process.
Chris goes around a giant circle, ends up right back in the Rue Ball Alley. That is my favorite place. That's my favorite place. My favorite place to mention. Anytime I see a desert, I'm like,
time out.
So what's he doing in the Rue Ball?
Nighttime.
My favorite thing is when Nate gets killed and you hear this in the background. That's my favorite part.
Only thing missing is that Netflix
singing.
It's the Netflix orange yellow tint to say that you're in the Middle East.
Sepia. It's a sepia.
Sepia tone.
Tone.
There's all this sand blowing, and you just do this.
I know who will actually probably do it. Daisuke will probably be the guy that would be the Nathan Drake.
Well, yeah. He's the gunman. First of all, Daisuke Jigen, he's definitely the gunman. Now, Lupin never needed to kill anybody. He's got a whole other person standing next to him to do it.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Speaking of which, this nigga shot at, not aiming, by the way, shooting like bow, 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 bow.
No
this
scoping.
Dude shot the screws off of a sign to bring everything down. And I was like, that made sense to me. Because he can do that. Come on, man. Look at Japanese Keanu Reeves over here, nigga. Of course he could. Nigga.
I mean, if we really want,
Daisuke Wick.
Daisuke
Wick. I like that. Hey, it works.
Boy, that's the fight I would love to see.
Jigen and John Wick.
You know how it would go. It was like this. So, John Wick. Jigen.
Hold on.
All of a sudden, pow, 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 pow.
No.
They're both doing gun counters and all the rest of that. Oh my God.
It's a pause and then Wick. Arigato.
No, it's like this. You're like,
that too.
Hold on. They're both behind little pillars. You know what, John? You're getting old at this, John. I don't want to do this, Daisuke. We're going to do it. And of course, I'm just going to be real. It's John Wick. He's going to chop him dead in the throat, shoot him in the leg, shoot him both legs. Sayonara. I'll see you next time, Wick.
Because I was just gonna say, bruh, this is Jigen. Jigen is just about as durable as John Wick.
Oh yeah. But like I said, it's a John Wick movie. John got to win it. so he's going to get both of them kneecaps. You'll be all right, and just walk off.
No. He doesn't say you'll be all right. He looks at Jigen and says, "Consider it a professional courtesy."
There's just one question, John. How far you think you'll get? It's always something like that.
How far do you think you get? Until I kill them all.
Here's the ultimate of weeb challenges for John Wick. John Wick versus Duke Togo.
That would be fun. Because because John Wick can hear bullets in the air.
The fuck?
He's like this. Togo.
That
That nigga's 5 miles away. Knowing John Wick. A pencil. Breaks it in half. Togo like, huh. Togo like, look. Togo's like setting up.
No, wait, D, you forgot. D,
Choke in his throat.
No.
Takes it out. No blood comes out.
no, D, you forgot. You forgot. D, you forgot. John just grabs a pencil, chops it, takes out a pocket knife just to sharpen it.
So, how does he get out of that? How did he get out of that? Almost the same way Big Boss got around the end. He just did. You don't need to ask questions.
the questions. It just
He
happens.
made it. He made it.
Hey, you know what? Punjabi MC.
No,
First off, Punjabi, Indian, not Arabian, you racist twat.
I believe it is pronounced Punjabi.
Punjab.
Punjab.
Don't look, Chris, don't you say tomato.
Why would I say that?
There's too many niggas from India in PG in the DV area for you to say that. We got India is one of the places. Hi, India, how y'all doing? They actually listen to us, Chris. That's our fan base, nigga.
Not bad. We love the Monkey Man. Yay.
I was about to say
Badass movie, by the way.
I was really about to
good
say that
movie.
was racist. I was really 2 seconds away about to say that's racist.
I'm lucky that there's a movie like that. Otherwise, yeah, I would look like a horse's ass right now. This would be terrible.
So gentlemen,
But he's right about this. He would rob John Wick's house.
yeah, of course, and get away with it
Yeah.
because he's Lupin.
Why was you, Lupin? I just wanted to see who tried to do that to your wife. You killed the dog too. That was stupid.
It's crazy.
It's terrible. Yes, I'm
hearing
hearing.
you. You're looking for this?
No, listen. I am hearing Tony Oliver saying all of this.
This was one of the real talk, full disclosure. I watched half of this movie in Japanese, half of it in English. I'm not a fan of the Japanese, not the Japanese voice actor or anything like that. I prefer hearing in English. What I would like to say is that I am thrilled to read up on the actors in Japanese doing it. The dude that's been doing Lupin's voice been doing it since the beginning, and that's cool as shit.
Korea?
They own it.
No.
It's the same one from the first one, at least in this one.
No,
At least in this one.
No, it was someone else who. Yeah. Okay, so Kurita is actually.
I'm saying Japanese.
That's what I'm referring to. Like Kurita, he's actually the second person to take over. Like for the voice of Lupin.
I thought he was the only one to ever do it. I'm sorry.
No, he wasn't the only one. He's done Lupin. Matter of fact, it was 1995 when Yamada collapsed, due to a cerebral hemorrhage, just before recording Lupin for Farewell to Nostradamus, and became unconscious. And due to that situation, that's when Kurita showed up and was the substitute role for Lupin.
Oh, wow.
And he's pretty much been him since 1995.
Okay, cool. I read that wrong.
Because right after that movie came out, Lupin's original voice actor passed away. He never regained consciousness.
I get where what type of voice they give Lupin. I understand why they use
and
that.
Get this. The role was offered to Kurita like several times, and he kept turning it down. He did not want to be the successor to Yamada's Lupin.
That was God. That was God right there. Nah, you taking this role.
He kept taking it, but it says here, but the enthusiasm of the production staff who followed him to the bullet train where he boarded for another job broke him, and he eventually accepted the offer.
And you are right. the dude that does Jigen, I think he passed away too, though. But
Mhm.
I don't think this was his last one. I don't think this was his last one though. But he passed away not too
No,
long.
it wasn't his last one. If I remember correctly, so was it Kiyoshi Kobayashi? He he passed away 2022.
Yeah, wow. So, yeah, so he at least did
And
like quite a few.
technically, and hell, 2021, he retired from doing the voice of Jigen.
So that means he probably did part 6 because part 6 didn't come out until 21 and then it ended until 22.
Yeah, he did play the role of him all the way up to all the way up to part 6. Bro,
Wow.
he was Jigen for like the last 50 years.
And what I'm also surprised is the dude that did Zanagata's voice. I learned this through the Yakuza series. Now, if anybody plays Yakuza, he plays Akiyama in Yakuza. And there was a big thing about him because he commands money. He was Spike Spiegel, and he was Spike Spiegel and like somebody else. He has a whole list of shit. He's the dude that you got to back up a truck to get him to do a voice. And the Yakuza series had to go through that crap too, where they was like, "You going to be in this movie? I mean, this game." He was like, "I don't know. I don't think so. You're really going to have to pay me."
Pay me
and
now.
yeah, he was one of them. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
You know,
And the girl they got to do Fujiko, I know she's not the first one because she's our age.
Oh, wait, before you mention Fujiko, I was going to say one last thing about Jigen. So now, according to Monkey Punch, the model for Jigen's character was James Coburn, who was from the Magnificent Seven, and based on that image, Kobayashi, who dubbed James Coburn's voice from the Magnificent Seven, was chosen to play Jigen just because of that.
Sense. That makes sense. Keep it with it. Keep it with it. Keep it with it. I'm all for that. Imagine they did that in America and we stuck with the dude that did Maroni Kenshin's voice, still doing every Jackie Chan voice ever. It's almost on that level, not the same thing, but yeah. But here's the funny thing about that. Japan has this thing where if you are an actor and you did dubbing for that actor one time, you're going to be that actor for the remainder of the dub. Like Bruce Willis's dub actor has been the same guy. You know what I mean? Something like that.
You want to know something more? God, this is so crazy. So after Kobayashi retired, Jigen's voice was replaced by Akio Otsuka.
Okay, Akio Otsuka.
If you don't know who that is, he's known for dubbing Denzel Washington in Japanese movie, like for Japanese dubs, and he's also known for being Solid Snake. So
Solidus. Okay.
I'm picturing him doing the dub of Denzel Washington in that scene from Remember the Titans when he's talking to Donald Faison.
Why that scene?
Not fun, is it? Just hearing that and just
D stuck with this. Oh, you motherfuckers!
Yeah, that's bro.
I would love to see that Japanese.
God, now I'm gonna look it up. I gotta look it up now.
Japanese.
I gotta look up King Kong ain't got shit on me in Japanese.
But the whole sequence.
Look, Eric, Gojira. See, they switched it up.
They say nigga like we say nigga in the U.S. It's crazy.
They do.
They do.
They
do. They let that shit fly over there.
Look,
I was half joking on that, but you're right.
Hey, Chris, they do. It shows black people be worried about it. D says 10%. Oh, this 10%. I ain't saying that should be a worry.
10% if you count the hip hop music and stuff.
It's like this. White people can't say that in America. I have 23-hour lockdown. I would love to see the part where he gets. You know how Japanese people are over dramatic. Just to hear him get shot. I want to hear that part in Japanese.
It's just look. I like the fact that this whole thing comes down to this eclipse, and like you guys said, Adolf is trying to revive the Third Reich with this, and I'm like, So you're basically just doing what the military does, except you're just putting the money towards the Third Reich. Is that
And
what
like,
you're
but
doing?
here's the thing, Chris. Like every adventure that involves Hitler, it's going to have a doomsday device,
Yeah.
or give Hitler roller skates, whatever it may be, whatever it may be to make the Fuhrer stronger. You
That is
know
the
what I
most 80s shit ever. Give roller skates. That makes him a threat.
Again, one of my favorite lines in all Sea Lamb. If you give Hitler immortal life, great. Now the damn thing got wheels. Why did you do that? Why would you give Freddy Krueger? Why would you give Freddy Krueger a Ducati? Why would you do that? Now he's just going to get to us faster.
Jason the fucking damn dirt bike. Fucking rap.
Oh man, Jason with a dirt bike is finishing everything in 10 minutes.
Hitler gets an eclipse and money. That's crazy. Like
Now, like I
he
said,
wants to use the eclipse to resurrect the SS, the third.
because like nigga, just wait. Maka gonna be here in 20 years, nigga. You can wait.
Just drink this green juice over here. You'll
Go
survive.
ahead, lay down. Go ahead, lay down and lay down. They put you in the freeze tube like they did Disney. You be good. You be good.
So what D is saying is underneath the Star Wars adventure fantasy thing where you build your lightsabers is the tomb of Walt
Hey,
Disney.
Chris. Seth MacFarlane did it the best way. Walt Disney, hey Walt Disney, we unfroze you. Are the Jews dead yet? No. Put me back in.
Message.
But yeah, it would have
If
been
you
the same way.
but if you like, we have your first gunman for you. His name is Kyle.
Darkest sketch.
I'm like, take that information and do whatever you want with it.
Kyle, is your name? It says Rittenhouse. Is that oh, your family from Deutschland? Anyway,
Here's the sick part. Those segment of folks, when you mention Hitler, they'd be like, "Ugh, Hitler." I'm like, bro, you following his Bible here.
I'm like,
So
you are literally following his playbook.
what are we doing here? Ew.
Like, you do not deserve to give me the brother ew. No, that don't work.
man, I love how white guys we either play the Hitler card, the what I call light Third Reich, or they go all the way in with Viking history. Like, dude, you're Dutch. Why are you even saying any of this shit? No, you're Irish. There's not a Viking thing about you. You have red hair. Stop.
Your dad was a potato farmer. What are we doing here, man? Walt Hitler.
Like, click, and subscribe, everybody. Like, click, and subscribe. Please.
Adolf painted a mouse, and that inspired Walt Disney to.
I feel like let's see those. Look. We're supposed to be talking about Monkey Punch's lovely.
I am sorry, Monkey Punch made a very convincing Hitler. So it's just
He's always made convincing ones. I mean, even all the way back to the 70s.
very surreal. I'm just saying, like that's
You know the other thing that I always like
remember the dub where the Christopher Walken sounding ass nigga was a Nazi?
Yes, I remember that
That was
one.
one of my favorite episodes. Anyway,
No, okay.
nigga was a whole ass Nazi too.
So going with the animation and how they use the CG for this movie, you still see like the little remnants of the 70s animation. Case in point in character. No, not in this. No, not this. In characters like this.
Yes. Now, notice the sway back hair, the chin strap,
The giant nose.
now if Zemeckis was on this movie,
the blue Aryan eyes.
Zemeckis would have fucking pulled the Polar Express on this guy easily because it's
I feel like
almost close to the Zemeckis Polar Express vibe a little bit.
Nah, it's not that enchanted. Okay, don't do that.
Me Uncanny Valley, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Not that enchanted to be all like
Zemeckis.
Zemeckis. Zemeckis. Is that German?
But no, I do appreciate, like you said. But I mean, that's what you said before earlier.
But that
too,
animation,
where it's just the animation still, the 2D, that vibe is still in effect.
Though, it reminds me of we just said Tezuka. It reminds me of Astro Boy, at least the way they had all their hairstyles be back in the 70s. And that's one thing in the Lupin series they never
Dr.
dumped
Wiley.
anyway.
Hey,
Dr. Wiley's different.
No, he's
Dr.
very
Wiley
different.
is
Very
just your
different.
hair all the way.
Nah, I hear Dr. Wiley and I just think angry and Einstein.
See, I hear Dr. Wiley, but I also picture Dr. J's boy, the tall dude in Gundam Wing. That dude.
Yeah. Robot arm.
Yeah, robot arms. Yeah.
But listen, gentlemen, if I'm the real villain and I am plotting to betray the stand-in villain was a person, it'd be this guy.
I mean,
Oh
dude,
my
look at the cut above on his eye. That tells you he's evil, sir. What are you talking about?
I mean, look at the perfect Aryan
That's like
structure.
Geralt.
His face.
I'm not gonna lie.
Now
He's Dolph Lundgren. He's like a young Dolph Lundgren in anime form.
This is Geralt. Now, Geralt was like the perfect. I mean, to me, he was the perfect surprise villain.
He's,
but
he's
it's like
a pretty boy surprise villain.
I mean, he like when you see him betray.
If Michael B. Jordan did Creed in anime form, that's his guy that he's fighting in the boxing ring.
I mean, and it works because first of all, you have Letitia.
No. I have a rude joke. It was aimed at Michael B. Jordan, but I'm not. I'm like, what are you talking about? The real villain for Michael B. Jordan is acting. God damn it. Anyway, go ahead.
You have Letitia, freaking Letitia, right?
Letitia.
Now,
I like how an American is like, fuck it, Letitia. That's her name.
Now, you know,
Tia.
all she is just a young girl that just wants to go to Boston University.
I'm just a girl.
You know what? I gotta be honest with you.
Boston, you.
That picture would fit perfectly like the CW presents the unfortunate security guard.
Her name is Letitia, and she named her Letitia, and she finally got a book that's going to help her grandfather. But she's about to find out that there's a person that's looking with it.
Rated PG-13.
Actually, you're right. Rated PG-13.
Well, technically, this movie would be PG-13.
PG-13. And I always have to say this because I love you, Lupin. Get away from the young girl, bro. I'm gonna need you to give her a little bit of space, bro. You.
Actually, no. I will give Lupin this. As much as Lupin's a womanizer, he knows
Thanks,
that.
Monkey
Oh
Punch.
yeah.
Hold on. As much as he is, Lupin is like, he's like a reverse Leonardo DiCaprio, where if a girl is under the age of 25, he ain't really messing with them like that. He'll flirt with them, but they're really nothing more than a means to an end. Only difference is in the end, he doesn't hurt them.
Yeah,
And it doesn't even matter. Lincoln Park.
In the end, yeah.
One thing,
Chris,
I don't know why. It
Chris,
doesn't even matter. How hard to try.
Christopher. You done?
I try so hard.
What's that, Nick?
I was waiting for Eris to make it worse. Eris, you gotta say something. What you got?
I wasn't saying shit. I'm like, no, Chris got it. If anything, I would have just left this on the table.
Somewhere there's a 25-year-old anime chick that's watching this. Is like, what's Lincoln Park? And then I'm like, you're lucky I'm not there because I told you to get the hell out of here. That's what I told you.
Now, Eris. Actually, before I go into that, Eris, me and the wife was kicking that around. The youngest and the oldest. I mean, not the youngest to the oldest. How young do you think Lupin is? But how old do you think? Like, where do you think he falls in? Me personally, I seen the whole crew in their 30s. To be honest with you, because everybody's seasoned, everybody knows what they're doing. No. I think everybody's in their 30s. Personally.
No, that's 100%. That's 100% a thing.
Okay,
because
cool.
every time we seen Lupin in flashbacks, first of all, he's rocking the pompadour. Second of all, like that, he always looks like that in his flashbacks. If you ever notice, he rocks a pompadour. So I'm always under the assumption that he was doing his shit since the 50s. If he's rocking the pompadour and running around being a gentleman thief and all that shit, I'm like, so Lupin, are you in your 40s? Are you in your early 40s?
Now let's just take out that because, like Brian said, and I agree, it's a shifting timeline.
It is
It's
a shifting
fine.
timeline,
It's fiction.
definitely.
It's fine. It's fiction. You can do whatever you want. But like
it's comic book logic how Peter Parker could stay like 25 for like 15 plus years.
Exactly. It's one of those things. So
time
I'm fine with that. That's not a big deal.
I want to, but I do
want
to
know
say,
how old do you think?
I do want to say that they're all like within their 30s.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I think now, good question. Who's the oldest of the four? Who's the oldest?
Daisuke.
Goemon.
I think I was gonna say I think Goemon's the oldest.
See, the only reason why I say the Daisuke was because he smokes a lot and just the vibe that he gives off in the anime. So he gives off he's a little bit older than everybody else.
Now,
listen, Daisuke smokes Marlboro because he'll be here tomorrow, bro.
Now that being said, the one joke I always have is this: Lupin, I finally got you. Well, old man, you finally got me. Lupin, we were born 2 years apart. Stop calling me old man.
No. If anyone is definitely older than them, it's definitely Zenigata. Zenigata is clearly in his 40s.
But I have this feeling like Lupin, we are 5 years apart. If you don't shut
well,
the
he
hell
is
up,
consistently 2 days to retirement, so you know.
No, he ain't. Because if he was 2 days to retirement, Zenigata would have been gone in Lupin Part 1. That was the case.
First of all, Zenigata, that is Interpol for life.
And it's kind of funny when it comes to Zenigata. We talked about this when we did Castle Cagliostro. Zenigata technically is a really, really, really good detective. It's that Lupin keeps on Barry Sanders juking the living crap out of him, and he's obsessive. So
I mean, really think about it. Think about this. You're a cop in Interpol, and you want to prove to not only yourself, but to prove to everybody that you were the one that caught Lupin.
That is some Interpol, FBI. That's my white whale.
That is, Lupin is definitely his white whale. But
it's the white whale.
It's always that. It's like this. That's my Moby Dick. Pause, nigga. Shut the fuck up. He's fired. I mean,
no, because think about it. That's why he's obsessed. Not only is he obsessed, but there is a level of mutual respect between the both of them. Because number one, out of all the criminals that Zenigata's probably caught and chased and went after throughout his career, Lupin has never tried to kill him.
Yeah, I think that's where the respect is, because Lupin has a very, very low body count. His damages don't really rank that high. The only time they rank high is, man, we gotta get a new axle for this car. He done tied us up. That's manpower and time and money. I gotta fly over here to find him. Now, hold on, it's Interpol. They're not worried about it. It's endless zeros on that thing. He's fine. But I think outside of that, out of travel expenses and feeding all 25 of his men, that's about it.
A lot of times Zenigata is doing stuff by himself and he's working with the local authorities.
It's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Man. They, I think it was in part 5 where Zenigata, it was one of those things where Zenigata tried to do something. I think it was part 5. It's like, with all due respect, Detective Zenigata, no. No. How long you been chasing him? Exactly. Exactly.
I love the fact that Zenigata never has an actual number of years he's been chasing Lupin. It's always left to interpretation how long you think he's been after him.
This is like the Batman Joker shit where it's like, all right, Joker, see you tomorrow. It's like,
yeah, it is. I cause trouble. He shows up. We have some laughs, and the game starts all over again.
I do this. He does that. Come on, Zenigata.
No, it really is. It really is the Batman Joker dynamic. First of all, Lupin announces when he's going to steal something just to get Zenigata's attention. Hell, half the time he will call Zenigata on the phone just to tell him he's going to steal it.
Batman Joker dynamic is just more funny when like
And,
Batman disrupts that dynamic. Like, whoa, 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 sir,
And then-
what are you doing?
and then keep in mind, Zenigata goes out of his way to have an entire building like completely like cordoned off, filled with guards. When in reality, you just made that situation a whole lot easier for Lupin to steal it.
And I love it. I think it was part 4 where he was in Italy, where Zenigata was like, you know what? No. One guard, you here, you're there. Technically, Zenigata had this nigga. How'd he get out of it? Easy. That bull crap.
The Mission Impossible.
I gotta be real with you. Eris. Lupin has pulled that so many times where I'm so numb to it. I remember one time I was watching it. Bullshit. This is stupid. This is stupid. D, this is Lupin. Shut the fuck up. This is stupid. How did he? Yeah, thank you. Who asked you? My kids love Lupin, by the way. They love Lupin. So they're like, Dad, it's Lupin. Shut up. No.
To me, out of all of Lupin's disguises, is one thing to disguise himself as a guard. The best Lupin disguise to me is when Lupin disguises himself as Zenigata.
Sir, don't do this. Don't do this.
They had a gentleman's agreement like Wolverine and Magneto.
So you won't give up that adamantium?
What?
Run that adamantium, son.
Yeah. Run that skeletal structure, nigga.
Prior to that, Brian is right. It was Logan. Come on, how many times we're gonna do this dance? All right, why you jump at me and
As he says in Ultimate Marvel 3, how foolish for a man with metal bones to face me.
gravity.
Sorry, Eric, not gonna work this time.
Bone claws,
Logan,
baby. What?
Logan, why are you here?
Plastic claws.
Why are you here, Logan?
I'm sorry. Ever since they did that with the Sentinels, they said we Sentinels have been made with plastic.
It's this shit where he's like hitting them and it's like.
Only thing is,
No, it's
only
that
thing
good
that's
plastic.
missing-
It's that good plastic, the one that actually does damage.
What gives me a paper cut and I'm like, ow.
No.
Ow.
It's that plastic. It's that plastic that scissors come in, where it's impossible to rip open.
You ever try to open up a CD back in the day? That plastic.
Nah. It's the plastic that you get from Home Depot when you gotta get the box cutter out, that fucking industrial strength plastic that you gotta cut with a knife.
I know about that.
That strong Scotch tape that's way more stronger than it need to be.
You try to go stabby. I hit you with this. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Lupin, what's going on here? What's going on here, Lupin?
I ain't gonna say with your mama.
That really is how he does it. Like, hey,
Lupin has gotten over on this nigga so many times. But anyway, you got to find the book. Yada. They got to find the book. They got to find the book because that book contains the secret. And I love how they go into it, and because there's a key to it. They put the key in it, and there's a little timer that goes down. You see all the little gears and all that stuff in it.
Mhm.
And guys, they said it was going to blow up or something like that. Where was the bomb located in that shit?
Well, you know, as Tomb Raider Cradle of Life has shown, inside these little clocks, there's actual little mechanisms. You know what? I'm not even going to explain. I'm just gonna say-
Microbomb.
Microbombs.
1950s, no, 1940s microbomb.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was just about to say post. Oh God, no, sorry. German occupied France microbombs.
I would like to know. I've always asked this.
42, 44, whatever, early 40s.
The first Tomb Raider and in this movie,
1940.
There you go.
I never understood who is the guy making this shit. Like, bro, how? I looked at this book in this movie and I'm like, there's a lot of. Where did you get all the? What is this? Who is
So-
making this?
So the person that made it was actually Letitia's grandfather.
He had a lot of time on his hands. No,
No,
pun
he
intended,
was
no pun
very-
intended.
No, the internet didn't exist, Christopher.
Sir,
I know,
the man
but
was
man.
the man was gifted. Okay, the man was skilled.
Go
Man
to
was
a
gifted
local
with-
juke joint. Jeez,
Why would he go to a Jew?
man, out here just hey, I want to build a clock book. Dude. Come on,
Because it's a key. All right.
multiple keys, sir.
Yes, multiple keys. This is just one part, one key.
That is
When
an
you
idiot
combine-
savant right there, man. My man, like, had
One
a lot of
key-
time on his hands. That's all.
Like
I'm
one key that has to be combined with a series of other keys on some Resident Evil Village
This
shit.
this is
I like
giving
how
this is giving Robot Chicken. I got to put my DDs down.
I put my double D's down. What? That's gonna get what? Give me that steno. Give me that steno, Nick.
That every movie, including Lupin, that has all these intricate gaps. Like, can't we just get with a Ruby thing and do a Resident Evil 4 and
Chris,
just lock it into a
Well,
clock
Chris,
and then
there's
boom,
two
that's
ways
it.
you can
Like,
do it. You could do something where you're explaining it, or you can do some not Temple of Doom, just straight up Indiana Jones shit, where somebody buried this 400 years ago and it has the power to. That's the worst to me, but whatever.
I want my RE4. Just put this Ruby in a clock. Hey, Doomsday device, like something.
Ruby in a clock. Thank you for that. I like how your girl Letitia said, "Well, grandfather, I did it. So can I go to Boston University?" This nigga.
Let me tell you something.
I look like I got Boston University money.
Yeah, you do got Boston University.
Chris, what you're supposed to do is supposed to turn the controller until it actually makes
locks in. Doomsday device activated. Like, whoa.
The Axie. Okay, I got it.
It's like shift it like to the left, up, down, right,
side to side,
upside down, turn it to the left again. And then let the light shine through it. There you go.
And you hear third right music. As soon as that means it actually wins.
Who took the time to record Third Reich music?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
This is affiliates on fluffy sticks or some shit like that. Funny, I'm making fun of German. Real talk, Eris. I'm not even bullshitting you. German might actually be the language that I'm going to learn. Actual sit down on German. Will you really sit down and look at German? This shit is easy, actually.
No, the fuck it's not.
To me, it is.
See, listen,
because we're mocking it. That's
no, listen.
No, Chris. You don't shut
Listen, listen. German is tough. Okay, it's a tough.
It is tough. I'm not like put it this way. I give you the toughness. Hospital. What's hospital in German? Krankenhaus. Nigga, what?
See, just because you can put a and a and like in front or at the end of something, doesn't mean that you're speaking German. All right.
Well, no, it ain't. No. It's a whole iflastics. It's like a whole
you're gonna fuck around and end up thinking that motherfuckers have you believing that you speaking Arabic to them and shit.
You know how I remember that stuff. I don't speak German, so du hast niche. I guess I don't know. That's what the song is.
I like how Chris
responds in Ramstein.
Yeah,
I like how Chris didn't even try. He didn't even go to simple with Das Auto. He just
du hast.
This nigga said du hast. Look, this is the one thing I love, that Rammstein has a full collection of music and everybody keeps going back. Everyone goes back to American, because they don't try hard enough, goes back to
it's Rammstein's it's Rammstein's. This is how we do it. That's the come on.
I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that Du Hast is their this is how we do it.
Ask anybody. Another.
Do I?
Am I lying? Because ask somebody.
Level as this is how we do.
Ask somebody what their favorite. Ask somebody what their favorite Montel Jordan song is. They're gonna go, "This is how we do it," because they can't name another song, even though he does have other songs.
That's very true.
Okay, am I making this up? Did he have a song called "Let's Ride" with Master P? Let's Ride or some crap that you heard like Silk the Shocker show up?
I think so.
I know I'm not making that up.
I think so.
I feel like I am.
See, for every all right, going back to Ramstein, for every Du Hast, I always respond with Bang Bang.
Oh man, I respond with Deutschland. Deutschland is one of the most beautiful songs I ever heard in my life.
You're right. Montel Jordan featuring Silk the Shocker.
Silk the Shocker. That's why I don't remember it. No. You know what I'm getting confused with? I was about to start singing, but I was thinking of 112 in the bedroom.
Mr. I rap.
We can do it anywhere. I was thinking we could do it anywhere.
With
another. Hey Chris. Yes, featuring another rapper no one remembers. Eris's favorite rapper of all time, Little Zane.
Hey, Chris Ayers, don't look at face. It's him that smiles at South Star.
I don't know. Smiles and South Star.
I
Eris
mentioned-
got to share that. Which by the way, Eris, we need to dress up as Smiles and South Star. For
I don't mind
Blurcon.
doing it.
No
I
one's
don't. I don't mind
Chris,
doing it. No.
No one's gonna know.
No,
one's gonna know.
No, I don't. We don't give a shit.
Gonna know.
Look. Me and this guy right here. We do not give a shit.
We know.
We know. No, what, Chris?
Yo,
I mean,
you will
D,
get more. Never mind,
no,
go
D, you going on the whole little Zane thing. I'm like, look, nigga, I mentioned money stretch, and you have never let that go.
Lil Zane ass
I
was on
will
fucking-
never.
Lil Zane
You
was in the-
fucked that up. You fucked that up.
Lil
It was
Zane
on
was-
next Friday. Leave me alone.
Look, shout out to that one other person that does the same thing that Eris did, but you did that for Little Berg. Shout out to you. Shout out
Little
to you. You're a
Zane
good
was
person.
in a fucking movie. He wasn't even. I wouldn't even look. How
He's
are
not
you
Little
like?
or Zane.
How are you 21 years old and you in a music video for Hardball with fucking Bow Wow and Sammy, who are pretty much young kids? And I'm like, you're 21-year-old behind calling yourself what?
Actually, I think Bow Wow and him were the same age.
I can
Remember,
now,
we
Bow
keep
Wow's
making fun about
10.
Chris. We keep making fun of Bow Wow. He's like 4 years younger than us. So like we keep making fun of Shad.
Shad.
He's like
hitting
5'5", man.
He's
That's the
hitting
reason.
Gary Coleman. It's not quite Gary Coleman, but it's like, boy, if you weren't talented and rapper, you
Hey, Chris. Easy with the word talented with Mr. Moss. But anyway,
he's a talented actor in the right hands.
you know what? That's a good question. Hey, Eris, you know what? Before we get back on the Lupin, is Bow Wow a better rapper or a better actor?
Fair statement, I think.
Fair. It's about even. What you gonna say, hey man? Not Johnson Family Reunion. What was that joke? The road trip one?
Yeah,
where-
Johnson Family Reunion.
Johnson Family Reunion.
No,
Yeah.
or roll bounce.
Roll back. Actually,
Dude,
look, and I
roll
mean this.
Here, Roll Bounce is here to me.
Actually, not for me.
Then the fucking lottery ticket.
I was gonna say
lottery
I got
ticket.
a lottery ticket above roll bounce.
Oh,
Me personally,
really,
I got a lottery.
really, man.
Chris, we're counting down the top three, and then it's like Mike. Here's a funny thing: that is the top three with Bow Wow.
see, Roll Bounce is over
I know some
lottery
people-
ticket because Shad McBride. All right, you
Shout
gotta
out
put
to
some
those
respect.
dudes. Shout out to y'all who were kids. I understand you were like 10 or whatever age you were at the time you were young. Shout out to y'all who legit still love Like Mike.
It's a wacky movie.
It's
I
a
love it.
wacky movie. Kevin Durant is in it. That's how old the movie is. It was Kevin Durant when he was a rookie. Good Lord. Hold on. Again, Kevin Durant is our age. How in the world is Bow Wow younger than him?
Well, because first off, Kevin Durant doesn't brush his hair, so there's that.
Hey, Eric. Hey, Chris. This is before he was balding. Okay, this is just when he didn't. This is when he had beady beads everywhere. It didn't come. It didn't get bad until like every DC nigga start getting thin right in this area.
And we tried to he grew out that fucking fro during the fucking off season during COVID.
Man, you remember that? And it didn't do nothing because he's a nigga from Seat Pleasant, and he looks at a brush like,
Speaking of,
I will not let that go. I'm waiting for the right Seat Pleasant nigga to go across my chin.
I like that, but you know what? I always on paper you would think that Goemon would be odd man out in this group, and he
He's
never is.
needed all the time. And
He's
this one,
always
he
needed.
was. This is so funny. You're right, Chris. And this one, he really didn't need to be there. But all of a sudden, he was like, "How we going to get over there? Need something from the stars." And then the guy was like, "That nigga saw it." He was like, "Well, what about it?" And this is true for some
Clutch
of y'all
of
that don't know
pearls.
this. For some of y'all that don't know this, some swords were made out of freaking moon rock. Well, fallen stars. Basically, asteroids and comets that fell. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that metal that comes from those rocks.
Other world man.
Actually, yeah, seriously, they actually go into swords. A lot of them did back in the day, especially in the feudal era, man. So yeah, that's actually kind of true.
So there's an adamantium,
No.
vibranium.
Chris,
Nah, I'm just as,
no
no,
vibranium.
no, I'm just as bad. I was gonna say a vibranium Zantetsu sword.
that actually look. That actually sounds not as good as you think it would be.
I feel somewhere in Japan they're secretly building.
Moving on.
We'll come back to that one day. We will.
No. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Fair statement, I think.
And there's no H in his name. Thank you.
Yeah, he did.
Huh.
Yeah,
Anyway, all right, look. Anyway, Lupin. That factoid. Anyway.
Did y'all like that? That God, the picture that they showed.
Don't worry. The world always do. Anyway.
No, listen. Did you like the picture of that? God, the way that they showed Hitler, kind of like a paparazzi spotted picture of Hitler.
Oh, his barefoot picture?
The Bigfoot. I was gonna say the Bigfoot picture. Like, this is a
only
picture.
thing missing is him like this.
No, it was him like that. It was.
Him lighting a cigarette, looking the other way like this.
He was clearly looking at the camera when he got the shot.
So what you tell me is he pulled the Bucky from Civil War. We just saw Bucky Barnes leaving from the UN after he bombed fucking Team Chaka, and it's like Bucky looking up at the camera like this, and I'm like, really, dude?
Yeah,
just looking up, huh?
Yes.
That's what we're doing, huh?
That. So yeah, this was a picture of Hitler found in South America where he ran away.
I'm sorry, I'm going back.
I need to see great eras. Now I need that clip of that nigga in Carnival doing this shit.
Again, this is why I just, in my heart of hearts, it goes back to what D said at the beginning, that people that believe like certain people are alive, and like Hitler is one of those anomalies where, what if Hitler was alive and he just died like after 9/11 and we just didn't know or some shit?
I think Hitler, it'd be funny. Hitler was alive to see 9/11. Who's behind this brilliant move? Arabs.
That would be
You
mean
it from Afghanistan.
It's like this. The George Lucas is like poetry. It rhymes.
It's like poetry. Actually, it's poetry how we got hit by people that we gave guns to back in the 80s. That's what you need to play. It's like poetry. It's like the CIA started all this shit back in the late 70s just to pull up on Russia.
Again, D. Black Ops 3, Reagan. I was like, oh boy, D, they're indoctrinating the kids already.
You should go down to Nicaragua.
I'm sorry.
Get all the coke you can and give it to Ollie.
I never asked Aris this. I know Aris probably looked at that shit with Reagan and Call of Duty like, oh, that was bound to happen.
It was.
Battlefield is just pissed off they didn't do it first.
Battlefield gave up doing stories after 4. So
all right, look. We're not going to give up on our story here, right? We gotta
talk about the journey.
We've been talking more about
finish the story.
We've been talking more about Hitler and Little Zayd than we are about Lupin.
I was gonna ask y'all about that very alien-like cavern that they went to.
The second Jigen
missing was a crystal skull.
Yeah, thank you. The second Jigen went in the air. I was like, okay, so aliens are involved here. Wait a minute. No, and here's Letitia. Wow, they cracked the code to gravity. Shut the fuck up. No, they didn't.
One thing missing was the bushy guy from the
spaceship at this point.
Aliens.
I do find it funny though.
I know Jigen was kind of looking like him a little bit.
One of the cool parts of the movie, though, to me, Eris, was when they had to go to that one part, and Lupin was like, "Well, I guess that's mine." He threw that rock down there. He's like, And it was just so cool to see Lupin in CGI jumping all the wall, missing,
zipping through the Resident Evil laser.
And then he saw
laser
cane, and then he saw his granddaddy's cane. He grabbed that, jump, flipping. Has a little cool. I'm mad I didn't get a shot at it because the shots I all got of that looked all fuzzy. I didn't like the shots I had of that. But he had his granddaddy's cane and all that shit. I'm like, oh. That's cool. Now, I'm a Lupin fan, so I can all that shit. Anybody that's new to Lupin's like, what's so special about this shit? They would automatically say that shit. I don't blame them. But it was one of the coolest parts of the film. It really showed off, despite the cartoony animation, can it move around and it can actually have
It was
like
this.
you know,
It
yeah,
was
that
this,
one.
it was this shot right here where we see him reach the other end of that tunnel. I'm like, bro, not only did he see his grandfather's hat and cane, I'm like, first of all, how do you get the cane up in the wall or in the ceiling? That's what I want to know. Second, like the moment he put it down, I was like, bro, he hit the pose right there. GQ, GQ
Yeah,
cover right
I was telling myself. So that means your granddaddy was like zapped to death, huh?
there. No. If anything, he once again slipped away and survived. That's one thing that his listen, if it's one thing that his grandfather was good at doing, if he couldn't get a treasure, he always made it out with his life.
Yeah, that's always that feels like that's a treasure.
No, that's a rule. That's actually
Rule of
canon to the
thumb.
series. That's actually canon to the series because there's been several treasures where it's like, granddad's been down here.
Yep. He's always left something.
And,
He always
and
left
granddad was like, fuck it.
He always left something behind, like, fuck it. Like
He'll find it eventually.
like gotta leave the hat, gotta leave this, gotta leave that. I'm like, Kane, I got like 50 of them back home. I'm good.
Gotta get back home to my illegitimate son and grandson.
It's like this will be a story I'll tell my grandson about one day.
I don't call my son the second. I don't call my son Lupin, but my grandson, on the other hand, will be.
I mean, well, consider his grandfather's Lupin the First, and this one being Arsene.
I could have swore that it said 2 on there on the cane. I thought it was like a 2 on there. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Then I got that wrong. Then. But it would make more sense if it's the first because
I mean it's called the
movie
first
and everything. Yeah, exactly. I kind of fucked that up. Whatever.
Because his grandfather is Lupin the First. Why are we still having this?
No, we're not.
No, we're not. I just had to bring that out there.
Anyways,
people are paying attention. People are paying attention here. It's like you always wanted.
No, I got you.
Gotta play that Millhouse clip.
Oh God, I forgot to get it. You're right, Chris. I'm sorry. I forgot to get that clip. I need it for 3BGP. Some fucked up. Anyway,
I like how, but what the one thing that I like about the Lupin movies is that they never fall into the trap of having the same sort of third act, like climax.
No, they don't. None of them do.
And it could easily be susceptible to that, and it doesn't.
I like how Lupin normally that Chris Eris, you can straighten me on this. Of the 3 movies of Lupin I've seen, the villain was always like, no. He dies not by Lupin's hands.
It's usually
It's always their dumbassery.
It's usually
or
never
their
by
greed that kills them.
Oh, hubris is all. I'm gonna say hubris is like number one.
Hubris
like
is always like the enemy.
In the top three ways that villains in Lupin movies or series have died. Number 1, hubris. Number 2, coincidence. Number 3, Lupin.
Number 3, Lupin.
Yes.
I feel like Lupin's not even part of it. Lupin's like, I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, yes, you did. Because it was that one movie, not Castle, it wasn't Castle Cagliostro. It was another movie where Lupin straight no scope and shot the main villain dead in the freaking forehead.
That was not the Goemon movie. Not the Goemon one.
No, it wasn't the Goemon movie. It was another Lupin.
I know I seen that.
It was either Crisis or it might have been Dead or Alive.
If it is, I just made that up there.
But
he's because that was the one I need to watch.
No, because he's done it before. Like I've seen Lupin actually take somebody out. Other times I don't count it as hubris, but I will count it as coincidence. In Castle Cagliostro, dude got killed by the freaking grandfather clock.
No. You just saw that nigga. You just saw that Ghibli animation puff out his chest. No. That's all you heard.
No, you know what? And to add insult to injury, you heard the bell gong.
Dead nigga.
Oh my God, man. I just find it funny though that you book in your movie with Lupin dressed up as Hitler.
Yeah,
Well,
because you have to.
I know, but
well,
like,
here's the thing: you
I
have
just appreciate the Mission Impossible aspect that Lupin employs with disguises. Just saying,
the Mission Impossible
it's
shenanigans.
just like, like that.
I mean,
shit,
but
you know?
he's done, and again, he's been doing those crazy ass disguises, face.
And he
Like
doesn't need a computer to fucking make a damn mask for him.
that's
Hell no,
true.
he don't need. He don't need
I mean,
that.
back then, given how, again, I just go off of being the manga and animation. I'm like, bro, this is some cartoony shit where you just happen to have inside your briefcase disguises of like people you haven't even met yet.
Now, actually,
One of my favorite ones there is when we talk about Lupin dressing up. One of my favorite ones actually was in part 5, where you see these two old men and you like, one's Lupin, the other one can't be. It was Jigen. They're both old men doing old man shit. I like how they're still doing old man shit with each other in the house. It's like there's no cameras or nobody. Why y'all still got the mask on?
The best,
Y'all are not Gohan and Goku with the hair. Y'all don't have to do that.
to me, my favorite will always be all three of them going like Lupin's, like Lupin, Jigen, and Goemon. All three coincidentally disguise themselves as Zenigata to break into Scotland Yard to steal.
I remember that one.
Like just to steal a freaking file. When the real Zenigata showed up and the cops got so confused, they locked up the real Zenigata.
Lupin! They got away with murder. Yo, man. And like I said, you would think it'd be a level of disrespect to Zenigata, but it ain't. It's just more of like, you ain't gonna catch this nigga. Just stop.
like, I know this is animation, but there was also a moment though in the finale with, okay, so Neil deGrasse Tyson would be fucking losing his goddamn mind at this. This dude shoots a black hole into the eclipse.
A micro black hole.
A micro black hole. And I know Neil deGrasse like, see, you don't understand. That's very impossible to do. See, I'm like, yeah,
you must understand that the level of animated bullshit that is taking place here.
I need Neil deGrasse Tyson to say bullshit. Just
well, no, actually, see, we say it's bullshit, Neil. Actually, it isn't. You know how Neil is. He smacks his mouth and starts doing his thing with his hand. If you would, just for instance, have, and we be sitting there, this nigga spitting. And even look, all you have to do is if you pass high school science, you can understand what Neil is saying. And like, yeah, every now and then he gets a little bit too pretty, like nigga, stop. I look like I know physics? You know what I mean?
The No Child Left Behind kind of put the screws to people understanding basic high school science. So
man, look, Neil gets done telling us what the deal, how you can make a black hole like that. All of us.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Oh, it was a looking glass.
Looking glass here, y'all.
Glass.
The gravity device.
The gravity device that gets what's her face into Boston University.
Mm-hmm. Just so she can become an archaeologist.
Shouldn't you be working for NASA, man? Why?
You got a low. MIT could use you.
She is following in her, I believe, her grandfather's footsteps to be an archaeologist.
Or you can just be MIT grad, get fuck you money, and then become an archaeologist.
But D knows. I know the United States government, so it'll be more of somebody it'll be a G-man coming up to her. What you think about working for the Central Intelligence Agency? What do you think about that?
We can fund your digging expeditions.
No. Like this, he's like, we can do all your expeditions. I can, and she's gonna be too happy for it. I can. Yes. And like 10 years later, she over there talking to Big Boss. And that's when the Lolly Lulelo came to me. I had no choice. Oh, the Lolly Lulelo will help her. Yeah. Oh, in a heartbeat.
That's when Saladin appeared. Saladin? You mean Big Boss?
Oh, no.
No, not that one. That one. I'm doing all best is yet to come.
Yeah, the best is yet to come. This was definitely on some Can Love Bloom on the Battlefield, because when Lupin gives her the acceptance letter, and who would have thought? Because when he figured out who she was, he goes,
which was 5.5 seconds of meeting this chick.
Right.
He
knew exactly who she was, and he saw that she's been trying to get into that school. And even though old man who ripped up her letter, apparently he had a copy somehow, Lupin powers, and got her enrolled into Boston University.
I mean,
and waited until he waited until this whole thing was over with to say, "Oh, by the way, here you are." She looks and realized she got accepted. Like, what? Yeah, I went ahead and enrolled you.
You in, girl? That's Boston University.
Now, should you ever
I would have personally picked, something closer to NASA, but you know what? You're good.
Now, should you ever get tired of that gravity device, you can always give it back to me. How many times have we seen Lupin do that throughout episodes and movies where he will, in fact, give up the treasure to the person of interest, only to say, if you're ever tired of it, just know that I'm here. You can give it.
You don't mean that shit. You just running your mouth.
and of course, somewhere off screen, you see that Fujiko managed to walk away with a whole heap of treasure, paintings, and all sorts of stuff.
Fuji cakes. I love you to death. There's paintings. Those are candelabras. That's a lamp. That's a whole ass table that got to weigh 35 pounds. Like, yo, chick, how did you get?
Never mind the fact that she got it on that speedboat. How is that boat not sinking? That's a lot of shit that she had.
Here's the thing, and I'll always say this. There's a lot of big boob girls in anime that I just roll my eyes at when it comes to their powers or whatever they have. Fujiko runs into that small group of people like, she that bitch though.
I get it.
Fujiko that bitch. I'm just going to believe she did it.
Fujiko after getting that treasure.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it a lifestyle huge. This basic.
No,
that leg shit though.
No. That's Fujiko every time she gets over on Lupin.
Yeah.
God knows that every time that she tries to work with Lupin, she's really screwing him over.
Oh, so she's just doing this.
Yes.
No.
Because think about it. Every time the both of them are interested in going after the same treasure, even when they work together, they know that they're in competition with one another. Fujiko knows she's going to screw over Lupin, and Fujiko also thinks that, oh, Lupin's going to try to one-up me without actually screwing me over. Like, he just wants to beat me to it.
Mm-hmm.
But she goes out of her way to screw him over.
Oh yeah, prior to all the shenanigans in the third act, Geralt looking at Letitia like, yes.
That shot, by the way, when he actually shot her,
hey Chris, he is German.
When he actually tried to shoot at her, but old man, after treating her like shit, finally decides, well, let me go ahead and be the nice guy for once, and he actually took the bullet for her.
This felt like a poo taking the bullet for the.
No. Took a bullet for James.
James you was talking about Fujiko. The one thing I would say, every time Fujiko does this much around the gang, here's your boy G.
I'm going to my car, get my other gun, shoot everybody's ass.
It's like, get my other gun.
Get this Colt 45.
I'm dead serious. I may have seen Jigen. I've seen Jigen reload, but it's always like hail of gunfire.
Yeah, he doesn't have the easy reloader. He's just like loading all the bullets one by one.
You know what he's doing?
I'm gonna shoot that, and I'm gonna shoot that. Ping, ping. 15 people.
Or my personal favorite, Zenigata. Sorry, not Zenigata. Freaking Goemon zips past everybody with the sword out. Everyone falls over.
I mean, the recent Lupins, man, Goemon been fucking going straight beast mode on motherfuckers.
And I think that's more of
or my personal favorite when Goemon judgment cuts a freaking plane. I mean, think about it. They're about to fly by a plane, and what does he do? One swipe, sheaths the sword. The plane just splits in two.
Dante and DMC4 when he does his
reverse when he got the Yamato,
that slices the door, and I was like, well, that was random.
I would look. It was so funny. When the first time I watched
Virgil wasn't programmed in the game yet. Correct?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
the first time I watched this movie, we was watching it with the family, and my mother-in-law was in the room with us when he was watching it. You know, Goemon hops on top of the bus and sliced that joke in half. My mother-in-law, how did he do the whole thing? Like, it's Goemon. You're asking too many questions already.
See me,
it's Goemon.
See me, a man of just quality. I'll be like, anime.
Now remember, this is my mother-in-law. And I told y'all this before. She questioned that months later, actually a year later. Keep this on. Mom, Miss Baki. I know, I want to keep watching. I have no idea how my sons got their grandma to sit and watch Baki the Grappler, but she was like, got him.
Violent tendencies?
The compelling storytelling.
It ain't nobody's junking gay faces they make. Trust me.
I mean, it could be the blackness and our parents and corporal punishment of Baki and his dad's relationship. Maybe that was it.
Fair statement, I think.
Thank you, D. I was making the face and you played the clip. Thanks.
Like he got me. I mean, like it ain't nobody.
He's not wrong.
I mean, no, I was just more mad that I heard this quote unquote because Pickle he ain't fight him yet, and I'm trying to see how Pickle fights. I'm like, yo. I don't blame him because the nigga got teeth and shit. I'm trying to see where that go too. So.
Nah, but you're right. See, my man really did pull the whole. I got to get my good points so I can go to heaven. So let me take this bullet right now.
The one thing they always gives me with Lupin is just that one thing that it's always when it comes to the climax. Half the time it's like I'm gonna let the rest of the story play out and see where everybody falls at, so I can finally get to the last guy to fight. Lupin, by all accounts,
smart thinking actually.
Lupin, the thing is, Lupin does that all the time.
All the time. He backpedals. He backpedals in the final fight so hard where it always is like, doesn't matter how big the guy is, it is like, huh? Wait a minute. See you around. No.
So he basically pulls the Paul Walker on my man in Fast 7 where he just ties that shit
Too slow.
When you said the Paul Walker, knowing that we on Savage Road right now. Never mind. Anyway.
So, you know how many
Paul Walker crashes the car.
Again! You fucking idiots!
Again, when I've seen this in the Lupin animation where there was the competition of who would get the what was it? It was supposed to be like this great treasure that was hidden inside of a police station, and Rat Boy had to team up with Goemon.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I remember
dude had that big ass rat nose and shit.
Yeah, and Lupin, who was with Jigen at the time, he goes, "Huh? So that's what it is. Oh, okay." Wait, Lupin, aren't you gonna like what are you gonna do about this? I'm not gonna do a damn thing about it. Like, wait a minute. It's like, wait, you mean to tell me that Rat Boy is just gonna win just off rip? Hey, Jigen, just because I don't get it right then and there doesn't mean I'm not gonna get it in the end.
True. It's smart thinking.
Like, I'm gonna let them do all the work for me, and then I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna take it.
And then he'll just say,
Teach a man how to squabble.
"This is how it is," you know.
And I like how at the end of it, when they got like once they figured out what the great prize was, they said, wait a minute. He said, how the hell did you get it? I think the better question is why the hell we even bothered.
It's like Ovaltine.
Like, bro, it was a book that had the entire apparatus of every authority figure throughout the Empire of Japan, like everything from names, secret codes, addresses, all that stuff that was in that one book from like 100+ years ago.
The shit from fucking Untouchables where they got Al Capone's fucking ledger and shit. It's
It's like getting Al Capone's ledger, but like 100 years late. And they're like, wait a minute, this was the great prize. It was hot stuff at the time. Hell, you could probably get at least $35 for it on eBay.
Some rogue German investigator was like, damn it, we could have got Hitler on tax evasion.
No, it wasn't there for Predator 2. Damn it! This was our chance. We could have got it. Don't worry, asshole. You get your chance again.
Some of Hitler, yeah, he's down in South America. You got him.
I heard he's in South America. If you leave right now, you can catch him.
3 hours later, it's that shit with Family Guy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I'm sorry, Eris. I'm sorry I didn't say nothing for a while. I was trying to get reference, trying to make a joke. I was going to mention the anime Mouse, but it didn't fall. So I just wanted to mention that to you.
Oh, yeah. The anime. I remember Mouse. I like to call that Baby Lupin.
I like to call it, would we had all the girls be Fujiko and...
Mouse, go Mouse.
Was this kind of like their equivalent of how, like, you know, everybody loves the furry Robin Hood kind of that thing?
No. Mouse was literally, imagine Lupin if he was more ninja-y.
Yeah.
And all the girls,
and he had a harem of Fujiko.
With girls that had what I like to call the straps over the areolas type of girl. Like, oh my god! And everything
you mean
was
the battle voltage fighter Gal Kaiser chicks with the thin shit? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, everybody's wearing a bikini as ninja gear.
Or the Psylocke, or Jim Lee Psylocke era.
I put it to you this, Chris.
Warblade, wow.
2003, think of scantily clad anime. And think of cheap anime.
Think the Witchblade anime.
Oh, the Gonzo one? Madhouse? Yeah, Madhouse.
No. Like this. Gonzo at least put CGI in it.
No, yeah, Madhouse did that one. Yeah, Madhouse.
I was just gonna say, just think of Homegirl when she's not Witchblade.
Oh yeah, I hated that.
She's just bouncy all over the place.
You would think Witchblade would have matched perfectly with anime, and it's like, I mean, cool, I guess. It's just not.
Could they do it today? Absolutely.
Oh, that shit would be fucking beast. I don't know if the studio would do it, but it'll be.
I just wish the animation studio that did Wolverine and Blade did Witchblade.
Okay, I know it's not an anime studio, but I do like the people that do Castlevania.
Yeah,
that could work for Witchblade.
It would if they were to do it today. Yeah. But no, with but going back to this Lupin movie, seeing how this was like the last movie that Monkey Punch was involved with before he passed away. And this was, by the way, Marza Animation Planet. That was one of the production companies along with CMS Entertainment. What I wish is that we got more movies like this, because there hasn't been another Lupin movie since this one.
Was live action one after or before this?
It was after.
Oh, okay. Yeah, which that's wild that shit bombed, but you know.
Yes, I wish to continue sending Lupin on adventures worldwide.
I feel Lupin, if somebody in America, like probably the same people that did the Mario movie, they will probably pick up and do another Lupin movie if they could.
Also, this movie made 11 million at the box office.
Yeah.
Japanese box office, but
yeah, which was like 1.1 billion yen.
But I feel Lupin over here though,
cult. It's cult status in America.
No, I was just going to say it would be like the Tintin movie where it's like, this is a good movie. Who the fuck knows about Tintin?
I hate to say this.
Not for me. Like that's how I was like, damn, am I old?
I feel like 1010 was for Gen Xers and up, not us. Like if you
enjoyed it just because I remember the HBO shit. So
I remember it too, but I can't tell you one thing about 1010 and that damn dog of his.
Hey guys, you want to know? God, I'm actually making this this parallel comparison here. I know a movie that is similar to this, minus the Hitler and Nazi shit.
Then why are you even talking?
No, but it's similar. I'm talking about in terms of like quality animation and good story, and overall just a fun movie. The Bad Guys.
Oh shit, yeah. I actually like that movie.
No, D, you say that, but The Bad Guys was literally animal. It was animal Lupin.
Yeah, it really was.
The problem I have with Bad Guys for me, and this is like I said, this is coming from a parent that sees these movies all the time. I'm gonna forget about this shit. It's not Shark's Tale forgettable, but it's like I'm a really forget
or
about
Megamind.
No, keep in mind that movie.
Megamind was cult.
Keep in mind
Megamind had
also
cult status, so that's
keep in mind it's an unfair thing to say because this movie did come out during COVID.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fine. I'm not Eris, I'm not knocking you for liking the movie. I just thought it was okay. I thought it was all right.
No, but the basis of it, Lupin was like right there. I remember Eris leaning over to me like, "This is Lupin." I'm like, "Yeah."
Considering the main character is a wolf, and Lupin was referred to as Wolf.
Somebody there in that studio was like, "I like Lupin." Sure, go for it.
To me, it came off like, let's do Ocean's 11 with animals. That's what it felt like.
Which is Lupin.
No, that's Italian job. If we really want to be funny, we really want to break it down to this root of the errors.
Kind of is. Gold mine is Jason Statham. Yeah.
If you really want to break it down, it's the stuff from the spy novels and geek novels it's the spy novels and stuff from the 1940s from the French and all that crap.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
French.
Yeah.
Lupin, you mean?
Yeah, the people that actually made Lupin.
Which is why I said it was. Which is why I said it's Lupin. It's still Lupin.
Well, here, Eris. Now this is my fault. When you say it's Lupin, I see Monkey Punch Lupin. I don't see. I am what you call a gentleman. I don't see that.
You see Monkey Punch Lupin, but I'm talking about Lupin overall. I'm talking Black Man Netflix Lupin.
Now look. Criminally, and for anybody that never seen it, it is underrated. Really,
very underrated.
I love it, man. Did the third season come out yet?
It might have. I'm gonna stop you there though, D. The memes that came out of that. So I was like, somebody was like, let me get this right. This tall, dark black man puts on a mustache, and it somehow dupes all these white people.
Yep.
And I was like,
hey. It's true. Hey, true.
Where is it at?
No, I'm not doing it.
Fair.
So, all right, so gentlemen, check this out.
That's why Lupin and Omar Sy Lupin need to cross over.
So Lupin.
You're a tall black guy.
So, all right, so listen, Lupin the Third. The live action one, Chris, it was actually before this. That came out. It was 2014 when that movie came out.
And I hate to be this person. Monkey Punch. Finally, I got something that I wrote. And that's all. I love it. This is what I wanted. This is what I don't know what he thought after. Of course, a creator's always going to say it's good. So, whatever, man.
So a lot of these. A lot of these movies, it really wasn't as many Lupin movies as I thought there was. I mean, you start with the pilot film in 1969, The Mystery of Mamo in 78, Castle Cagliostro in 79, The Legend of the Gold of Babylon in 85, Farewell to Nostradamus 1995, Dead or Alive in 96, And then this is when you get into Lupin versus Detective Conan in 2013, Jigen's Gravestone in 2014, Goemon's Blood Spray 2017, Fujiko's Lie 2019, and then finally this movie.
Wow.
In 2019. Now, the other movies I thought were movies were actually OVAs. The Fuma Conspiracy in 87, The Return of Pikal in 2002, Green versus Red 2008. And other ones were also TV specials, such as Bye Bye Lady Liberty, Episode 0, The First Contact, and Lupin III versus Detective Conan. There was only 2 live action films: Strange Psychonetic Strategy in 1974 and the 2014 movie. Remember the video game Treasure of the Sorcerer King on PS2?
I remember seeing that, but
They
I don't know.
they hyped that game up, and I was just like, looks interesting.
I was happy that we got.
sick-
I was happy that we got the voice actors from Pioneer, but the game itself was kind of.
I mean, in theory, like what would a legit Lupin the Third game like be like? What genre would you really kind of put it in?
Yeah, it's gonna be like Sly Cooper.
Yeah,
I love Sly Cooper series, man. That shit.
It would have to
that's
be
my
on
jam.
that level.
Lupin would definitely be like in the Sly Cooper category.
Yeah.
Also, I would say you can also put it in like.
I would like to see a Lupin game in the Fox engine, man.
Man.
Yeah, Lupin game in the Fox engine. Like you can put it in like a Metal Gear type of thing because the disguises and the fact that you got all these other characters you can play with. So you can go about it by picking your character and playing however you want to play it.
I feel Kojima would do this because he's all up. His studio is all about those high concept ideas. So what if Lupin, but serious?
That would mean that somebody from Monkey Punch.
He's shooting the shit out of people with that Walter. That's all I know.
Fair.
It could be good. It could be good.
I'm just saying somebody from his production company would have to go out to lunch one day with Kojima.
Kojima, to this day, Kojima and your boy from Walking Dead, that is the funniest pairing ever. I'm like, they really are boys. Like, goddamn, him and
freaking Norman Reedus, of course.
Him and other dude too.
Del Toro.
No. The German dude. Keep on forgetting his name.
Oh, dude from Doctor Strange.
I keep on remembering. No, not Doctor. No, yeah, dude from Doctor Strange, huh? No, not Viggo Mortensen, the other nigga. But still, whatever, don't matter. I think you could do a Lupin game, and I'm just being honest. The problem would be who's going to buy it.
Yeah.
I just hate to be honest.
It's a niche. It's a niche.
It will be niche. I think we'll have. Put it this way. I'm not saying that we'll have trouble in Japan selling, but I think we'll have trouble in Japan selling.
Hold on.
No, it wouldn't.
I think it would. I think it wouldn't. I don't know. I could be wrong on that one. You know what I mean? So,
because Lupin, despite what anybody thinks, Lupin is still very Lupin is very popular in Japan.
I was just about to say that. I understand legacy characters, but I can understand legacy characters and shit like that, and I was about to ask you that. Put it this way: is he selling, or is it on the same level of Us in America? Oh, I know who Fred Flintstone is, but you see what I'm saying, right?
No, Lupin is definitely selling.
Yeah, he's definitely selling.
I mean, you can go to like I went to like random stores and Lupin merch shows up in like the most random places that you wouldn't think it would be there.
Okay, fine. That's fair enough. I just wanted to know.
Like I would turn around and be like, oh shit, we got Coke that comes with it's like a Coca-Cola bottle that comes with a freaking Lupin keychain. Shit like that's actually kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
You go into like freaking toy sections and you'll see like a random figure or whatever Lupin. So it still sells. It's still highly.
He is right. You're right. You're right, because it was around that time with the Astro Boy
game.
Yeah,
the Astro Boy game and Samurai Champloo had a game.
I was over that Samurai Champloo game.
They were average anime games, and don't get it twisted. I mean, you can get some good anime games.
Story with Samurai Champloo, story in that game
apparently it took place. The game
was ass.
Yeah, like the story in that game apparently takes place in between certain episodes.
Not really, but yeah.
What, you talking about the PS2 game?
Yeah, the Samurai Champloo
Yes
one.
and no.
yeah.
Yes and no. It's one of them things. It's the tree of might, nigga. Don't think too hard.
It's a movie. It's just a movie.
It's just a movie.
No, but I think it's just even past that though. I think a lot of the
sidetracked.
I think a lot of the stuff, even outside of just media and stuff like toys and stuff with Lupin, still sells.
Yeah,
I think they did that.
I just wanted to make sure
Basically,
because
gentlemen,
you know
it was actually referred to as a missing episode.
Yeah, missing. I mean, the lost episode, the B-roll footage.
Too funny.
The word missing an episode is doing a lot of lead work right there. That's a lot of lead work it's doing.
This game
You're talking to a
deserves
nigga that beat that thing. It sucks.
This game deserved way more than what it got.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. I am kind of interested though, like I said, with the recent anime that dropped like in 2021.
Yes, it did. I knew a weeb that owned that game and mentioned nothing about it.
But I will say, underrated goat of anime games, the Doc Hack games. The fact that those games
I have nothing to say there. I never liked the Dot Hack series, but I know
the concept of it. Yeah, the concept of it blends in so well with the TV show, and it's like, well, fuck, this actually is not bad. Damn, like
underrated to me is the Yu-Gi-Oh games on PlayStation. Those are I think they're underrated.
Goddamn weeb.
I think they're underrated.
I hated the fucking.
I don't play them. I never played them like that, but the way I seen them, like, damn, this shit is.
I hated
fun.
The PS1, the Egyptian theme and stuff because the cards that you get is random. But I did play the ones after that.
Yeah, so. I think those are. Don't call me a weeb. Dia has never owned nothing of Yu-Gi-Oh, so don't call me a weeb.
I own 2, so hey, it is what it is.
Oh Lord, man! I think that I would love to see another Lupin. I would love to see another Lupin movie actually done in CGI. To be honest with you,
yeah.
If I can be really honest with you, I would love to see another one.
I do want another movie. By the way, D, I showed it to you guys. Like back when we were gonna talk about this movie. This was a while back. Remember, I showed you one of the latest McDonald's commercial was Lupin.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. See, saying it out loud, I feel stupid. But I had to ask that question mainly for the audience because it's one of those things where we'll see something and they, oh, it ain't that big. Nigga, Yokai Watch is huge. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where people don't know. Like a good one was what I told Eris. I was like, yeah, my son, I was on the phone. I'm like, my kid over here watching Doramo. Eris like, America finally got it.
Yeah,
I was like, here's me. Yeah, I knew who Doraemon was. Yeah, they do. He's like, D, you don't know how big that nigga is, do you?
I mean,
it shocked me. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Doraemon was the king. It's like Doraemon, Goku, then it's God.
Let me ask y'all this. This is one that kind of got me right. So obviously, Hollywood is obviously going to do the inevitable. We want to adapt Lupin III. Now they can go animated, live action. I think we know if they went animated, they're going to probably get that studio that did, Despicable Me, Illumination, which
they're going to get Illumination.
Yeah. But if they decided they wanted to go live action, who would you pick? And I'm not like just dead serious. Like, what actor would you pick to actually round out the crew?
I have no idea, to be honest.
See, it all depends on how they want to present the characters. Like, are we going to make the characters be like, for example, a half French, half Japanese guy be Lupin? We're gonna have an actual Japanese woman be Fujiko, another Japanese guy be Goemon, and another Japanese guy being Jigen.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, do you think they're gonna? Do you think they'll?
No, because this is how. No, and the reason I'm saying that is because, look, somebody give Mad Chocolate 600, please.
Okay. Because
Chris, we're not.
They will Rainbow Coalition the crew, so they would have Goemon be Japanese.
Goemon would be the only Japanese.
He'd be the only one that's Japanese.
And they'll get my man from Shogun.
And I would not watch this movie if that's.
I want to watch it. Let me make it very clear, Chris. I know where you're trying to go with this.
They're Rainbow Coalition that.
They would.
They'd be stupid if they did that.
I want to watch a second of this.
I would not watch it.
And just to cover my base, I don't care if it's a black actor I like. I will still say it's trash.
No. I'm saying they will keep Lupin like a white guy. Fuck it. They'll keep Lupin as a white guy, right?
They will make him so white.
And then Jigen might be a black dude. Jigen might be a black dude.
He's gonna be unnecessarily cool. They're gonna get Lakeith. Oh my god.
Yeah. And then Fujiko, they'll probably get either a light-skinned black woman,
Chinese girl,
half Chinese, half white,
No,
in some way,
Chinese
shape, or
girl.
form. No.
And then of course,
Chinese girl.
and then of course,
No.
wait,
Fujiko's gonna be
wait.
Fujiko's gonna be Persian.
No, wait, no.
Ooh.
Hang on. You forget. Hollywood does the lazy Hollywood bit. They're gonna get Kim Watanabe to be Zenigata.
You beat me to it. You beat me.
And yet,
You
it would
beat
actually
me.
be pretty dope.
I hate how accurate this is.
Oh my god, I think I threw up a little bit.
I hate how accurate that
Oh
is.
god, you've been on fire today, nigga. Go home.
Aquafina is from
Okay, if she's
Jesus.
here's the thing, if she's playing it up like how her character was in
every
Jumanji-
single movie she's ever been in.
I want to say Jumanji, because Jumanji wasn't as over the top as she could be. There's only 2 movies.
What's up, nigga?
Giving Aquafina opening. Stop, all of you. She's
Did I
terrible.
say no? Did I say that? Oh, she's so no. I'm just saying. Shang-Chi and Jungle, like the second Jumanji, that was probably like the not as annoying Aquafina that you're gonna get if we're gonna be real.
They're gonna get Aquafina and the movie's gonna be terrible.
Or it might be actually pretty good. Hey, y'all there be like, it's gonna be worse, and then all of a sudden you're gonna probably be like, okay, she wasn't terrible.
Chris,
It's like,
Chris, you have been rolling with me and Eris for 12 years. Why do you give us like y'all guys?
Because you're gonna literally sit there and be like, it's gonna be terrible. Because
Yeah,
of Aquafina.
because
Well,
it
I'm
will
like,
be.
No,
it will be. It will be. Me and Eris have a really high shooting percentage when it comes to that shit. And for whatever reason, you don't believe us.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, if it was Guy Ritchie doing, y'all be like, all right, maybe I'll give it a chance.
Not really.
No.
Bullshit.
No.
Bullshit.
Chris,
No.
you're
Bullshit.
a bigger Guy Ritchie fan than I am, so stop it.
And I'm a bigger Guy Ritchie fan than you, and I'm telling you bullshit, nigga.
Okay.
Just because
saying.
Guy Ritchie,
Chris,
hold on, just
you're
because
reaching,
Guy
and I need you
Ritchie,
to stop first off. I
seriously,
need you to
just
stop reaching.
no, seriously, just because Guy Ritchie would be the one directing, and I'm like, okay, you're the director, cool, excellent.
And
Who's
so
the
what?
cast? I want to know
Who's
who's
the cast?
who's the
Exactly.
cast.
But you know
Who's
what, guy?
cast?
But you
Hold on.
but
Who's
here's
the
thing.
cast? What's the story? Who wrote this? And how is this
Exactly.
thing going to be
But you
shot?
know the
Exactly.
vibe. Put it this way, barring
You
King,
talking to someone who made a movie, dog? Come
barring
on.
like,
King,
Eris, like,
barring King Arthur, which is an anomaly of anomalies here.
Chris,
You know
going
the
for
vibe
this
of a Guy
anomaly
Ritchie movie.
reach.
Chris, and I keep on. Just admit you didn't like that one movie, nigga. Stop that. Stop, Chris. Stop. We're done.
No, I'm saying if you know the vibe, if you know, but realistically, though, but seriously,
You're
but seriously,
caping
if
for a
you-
movie that ain't even real.
no, but
Stop.
seriously though, if you know
Stop.
the capability, first off, that's accurate as shit. Billy
That
Ellis.
actually might happen. See, that part might happen.
Cap Winter, go home and dance.
Oh yeah, that would definitely go Zendaya.
Oh, there we go. Definitely Zendaya.
At least you're getting acting. You're getting acting, but it's like
It's
Brother,
it's the all. Can we stop talking about this? Because everything American
I don't want to.
does-
I want to keep
Eris,
going.
Eris, this is you sticking your finger in your butthole and putting it in water and swirling it around. Can we stop? No.
Because think about it, D. It's just what you and I
Lupin
said.
is.
It's just what you and I said. What version of Lupin will Hollywood do?
Easy. They get Timothy Chalamet to be Lupin. He's gonna be wearing look, he's gonna be wearing a hot red jacket. Not the red jacket. It's gonna be like, why is that more neon pink?
No, I mean, like, what version are they gonna go anime? Are they gonna go folklore? Are they gonna go the Sherlock Holmes Lupin novels? Like, what version of Lupin are we
Oh,
getting?
you're talking about Lupin, period.
Yeah, like if
I think
Hollywood was
the
to get their
smart
hands
version-
on
I
this,
think the
which one
smart-
would they
I
do?
think a really smart idea, and I really do mean
they'll
this.
lean
Smart
towards the
idea.
Omar Sy vibe, basically.
I think what you would try to do is pretty much make the Pink Panther. You would try to go for the old.
You can
French,
go Pink.
You go that route.
You can go
I
Pink
think that's the
Panther.
smartest route you go for.
You can go Pink Panther. You know, here's an idea I was
And you
thinking.
can keep Zenigata or at least keep somebody from Interpol. You know what I mean?
Here's an idea that I was thinking. if only this like these series of movies were more successful than what they were, you get Robert Downey Jr. back and have him do the Sherlock Holmes versus Lupin movie.
And see, here's the funny thing. Much like what you just said right there, actually, no, I think Robert Downey Jr. is too old to be doing it.
No,
now.
he can do it. He can do it.
I think he's too old. I personally think he's too old now.
How long? Wait a minute. How long ago was that last movie?
What, Sherlock Holmes? That was 2009. 2009.
No, the second one.
The second one. No, the second one came out way
20
after that.
That one was 2011, 2010, something like that.
Oh no, Sherlock Holmes.
Game of Shadows.
Yeah, Game of Shadows. Yeah, that was 2011.
Yeah, 2011.
I like the first one. I didn't like the second one too much.
You didn't like him fighting the old man where they were like battling on how they would fight each other and stuff.
Chris, hey Chris, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I have more Guy Ritchie's dick in my mouth than you do. I don't like that second one.
Pause, nigga.
No. Keeping it a full buck.
Mate, nigga.
Thank you for that, Harris. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's like you talking to the biggest Guy Ritchie fan of the three of us. No, nigga, I didn't like it. I actually kind of like King Arthur more than that one, so that tells you something.
But you know where I was sitting there with King Arthur? It's like Guy Ritchie.
Chris, you hated King Arthur for all the wrong reasons. You know how Chris looks at a movie and one thing sticks up under his craw and he just like, fuck everything. Chris, watch the movie.
Now get this.
I don't know what it was. I think it was the first person that saw Cockney, or it was the fact he saw a dragon. Whatever it was, Chris was like,
no. Here's the thing. Hold on. You can't do it. Okay, I could buy the Guy Ritchie isms where King Arthur is literally doing a flashback of him and his gang robbing people. All right, fine, right? But then you throw magic in, it's like, whoa, hey, this is what we're doing.
It's King Arthur, Eric, Chris. What do you? King Arthur's not a real thing.
I'm just saying.
You could put a race car in there if you wanted to, young.
No, I agree. If Guy Ritchie's directing the movie, he would go French version from the book.
Oh yeah, he would.
Like, he would.
And Robert Downey Jr. played the villain.
I will say that.
Sure.
Now, him playing the villain, sure.
I'll give him that.
Him playing the villain, I will agree. That I can agree on. I think if you would go with this right, you would have to go that. You would have to go the French novels and all the rest of that. Make him the perfect gentleman thief. As much as like I said,
let Guy Ritchie direct it, and we get the bump to produce it.
No. Hold on, though.
The bump. The fuck is this French shit? I'm American.
Hold on.
Sorry,
because this guy Ritchie. So, Jason, you want to play Jigen? Sure.
No, he's not going to be.
No, Jason Statham is not playing Jigen.
Stop that, Christopher. Slap Chris's hand again. Somebody slap his hand. So anyway,
Jason Statham would be perfect.
No.
Jason Statham would be good underboss or like hired goon or something.
Or Gaijin Goemon. There you go.
Ew.
What?
Ew.
Can we stop talking about this now?
Hey, listen, this is why Hollywood needs to get us, man. I'll sell out for $1 million. Shit.
You know, Chris, I feel like there's somebody way worse than you, and they are getting your paycheck, so you're not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm really not. It's like
because somebody was like, "This is animated. What we gonna do?" Chris Pratt. Somebody. Also, by the way, hey Hollywood, I thought it was really cute that Garfield was going to meet his estranged dad, and it's the voice of Samuel L. Jackson. Like I don't see the ism. Thank you for that. Anyway,
Chris Pratt is Mario. Chris Pratt is Garfield. Chris Pratt is Tintin. Like, God damn it!
He probably was Tintin. He probably was.
If the movie was successful, Chris Pratt is Nathan Drake.
Nigga, it should have been. I want to see him and Mark Wahlberg bouncing back and forth. I don't give a shit about the age.
Older Mark Wahlberg.
Another older one.
I'm old Sully now. Look at my hair. It's losing the hair up there, but it's still good. I still get the chicks. Look at the six pack. It's still down here. Yeah, I'm not breathing hard. I'm breathing hard because I'm older now. Yeah, people age. Come on, over here. Eat a Whataburger. You want it.
Say it. Hollywood.
No, Wahlburger, not a Whataburger. Wahlburger. I'm sorry.
Wahlburger, sir. Which, by the way, you could buy Wahlburgers inside grocery stores.
Do you know I told my wife about Wahlburgers and she immediately
I was like, there's a Wahlburger here down in Maryland. Why?
Hold on, time out. I kind of want to go.
I don't
want to go.
Hey, by what I've been told by everybody, it's a terrible burger. And everybody, look, it's like this. This is a terrible burger. And the person across from you, yes, everything here is terrible. Like, put it this way.
The taste of Boston in this burger.
The way I think about Wingstop is actually what Wahlburger really is. The worst of the worst.
RDJ as villain and Zendaya.
I was going to say the exact same thing, but check it out here, Cap. I want to go to heaven one day because the Lord Jesus Christ, I want to see the Lord one day. That's why I did not mention none of that.
Introducing Chris Tucker as Jigen.
Chris Tucker is Zenigata. Hey man, give it back, Lupin. Give it back to Peyton Lupin.
Jackie Chan as Goemon.
They would do that.
No,
they would do
never.
That. They would do
as much as Hollywood. As much as Hollywood likes to disguise the fact that Jackie Chan is likable.
No. Hey, no. This is what they do. They'll get some Asian person like, so wait a minute, I got to do kung fu. Yeah, you can do the kung fu. You know, you can do this.
Look. Jackie Chan is Blue Lives Matter.
What are you talking about?
Can we just admit that?
I was raised in Arizona. What are you talking about?
Can we just admit that he's Blue Lives Matter? Just
China
versus
Blue Lives. No.
He is not Blue Lives Matter. He is MAGA, but for China. That's what.
Yeah, pretty much. He is CCP as fuck.
Yo, remember when all the shit was going down?
Get a redhead instead of Confederate and CCP.
Yo, remember when all that shit was going down in Hong Kong? Here's Jackie Chan.
You need to go inside and be respectable.
I was like, I knew it.
Dude, the respectability was already there when he told both of his kids, "Get your ass out the house."
You know the respectability? What? You know where the respectability was?
I got a gay daughter. I don't know her.
Jackie Chan to his daughter.
Why are you gay?
That is terrible. I don't want to laugh.
Where's respect? Oh God. The only fan we have in China is going to kill us right now, yeah.
For what? Telling the truth?
Oh God. Hey, but like, hold on. She pinged the nut. Winnie the Pooh already blocked us over China already. He had to, yeah.
Sorry, I am so mad. I'm mad because it's so true.
Bro, he said do it again.
I like the fact. You know where the respectability was at? When he was raw dogging the shit out of Nehemiah.
Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly. That nigga was crying way too hard at that funeral. That's a nigga that broke it off in there.
Dude, that's the shit for power. I can't believe you're going to do this.
Yo, imagine if you will, Chris. You at...
Oh, the actor that played Reverse Flash plays Zenigata.
Wait a minute. God, fucking what's the name for the show, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Wellington, right?
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, that might work. That might be a good one. Oh my God.
God, he really did. Yo, Jackie Chan was a villain in front of our eyes the whole time.
He was. Straight absolute villain. Diabolical villain. Had the nerve to show up at Martin Lawrence's house on Christmas talking about I'm looking for Shanae.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan's likable, yay.
Jackie Chan at any given moment when you give him any given moment.
I ain't gonna say with your mama.
Oh, he was doing that during them Hong Kong protests for sure.
No, he was doing.
Hey man, as soon as LeBron started talking about China, he was like, "Hey, LeBron,
I got somebody on my side."
Oh, hey, Jesus. Hey, LeBron, are we in an IKEA?
Oh my gosh.
He calls him up to go to IKEA. Hey, Jack. Hey, honey. Hey, Savannah. Jackie Chan want to meet me in IKEA. It's crazy.
Boy.
I'm like, nigga,
You go to
if you
hell-
smart, if
Hey,
you
Chris.
smart, you better not go.
Hey Chris, you know the Hell Hydra joke? Jackie Chan. I do want trouble. Oh
That's what
God.
he did. That's what he did when he looked at he whispered in Jay-Z's ear. I do want trouble.
Do it again.
Oh God. That's funny.
Some dim mock shit right there.
This was funny. This was a funny ass episode. Thank y'all so much for making this more funny than it need to fucking be.
Let's go home. Pedro Pascal's the entire Lupin crew.
You know what? Here's the thing y'all need to understand about Pedro Pascal. He's a 7 at best, and y'all keep putting him in everything like
I'm
he's
niggas,
Denzel
right?
Washington.
I'm niggas.
Yes,
I'm
and that's
niggas.
the problem what I have with you, Chris. This is why we always argue with each other.
Pedro Pascal is having the life that Benjamin Pratt wish he has.
Shit. You're right about that.
So, hey Chris, do you know that there is a third Sherlock Holmes movie supposed to be directed by Dexter Fletcher, but that shit is sat in development hell since 2011.
Got a better chance of the Detox coming out than that fucking movie.
No, we got a better chance of actually pitching Sherlock Holmes versus Lupin as the third movie, dog.
First off, we got to do a nice little email. I like how D is just frozen.
Yes, yeah, he's good and frozen.
I like how we would have to literally give a nice email, a monkey punch, like, yes, we want to pitch a Lupin movie, and we need your help to pitch the story. What do you say?
Somebody would have to write the screenplay.
Well, I'm looking at D on that one.
We get a screenplay. Do we invoke Hitler in the live action movie?
Look, I'm just in the boat of just pitching a treatment that will give us money as seed money to 3BG.
Yeah,
basically.
I agree. It's
like, hey, somebody WB wants to buy our script for $500,000. I'm like, okay, that works. That's great.
A piece because it was written by all three of us.
I mean,
I'm trying to make it work for 3BG.
You're right. Aim high.
Aim high and aim fair.
We have a $1.5 million Lupin III.
Hey, look, we've seen how. Listen, Chris. We've seen Hollywood blow $500 million on bombs.
Kevin Smith, his treatment for Superman netted him like a shit ton of money.
Exactly.
Before Tim Burton jumped on.
That's why I said we've seen them burn $500 million on junk that never even worked. Just straight up crashed and burned.
Some stuff I would love to have seen, but you're right, for sure.
I agree.
But yeah, this is definitely a fun little episode. It's definitely making me want to actually go back if I can find the site, because I think it was a torrent site that I saw the recent Lupin season and stuff.
It's on Crunchyroll.
It's on Pay for Crunchyroll.
Hey, look, I got an account. Okay,
you're a sucker.
No, I didn't say it was mine.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say. I'm like,
allegedly, I have an account.
I'm about to pull the Triforce. Only a sucker works 9 to 5.
No. I legit. I mean, I do have an account that I use, just to watch, all the old episodes of Lupin. Hell, that's how we were able to do the Dragon Ball podcast.
Oh, I had a DVD. So,
see, I wanted to go out and buy the Dragon Ball DVDs because I think those were probably the closest ones to. The blue boxes were like the closest ones to being like almost like perfect, like perfect transfers. But I heard even those aren't perfect. Of course, the orange boxes are like worst of the worst. But
hey, look, I treasure my orange boxes. So
no, I mean dude. I can't treasure something that's missing a third of the image. Vintage. Don't do that, Chris.
Vintage.
No. Vintage. There is nothing vintage about. Okay. All right, Chris. All right. You want to go there? I got you. Take our logo. Take our logo 3BG and let's just say, hey, we're going to put it out there, but it's cutting from the middle where our name is, and the top part and the top half of our heads are all cut off.
I will still treasure.
That's the orange bricks.
I will still treasure it. I will show my kids, and their kids will show their kids.
I weep for your children and the shit
Now,
that
will
you
I
have
have
to
the
show
now?
them.
Will I have the Blu-rays there? Sure.
No, the
Watch
Blu-rays are just as bad. They're literally just a HD transfer of the same garbage image.
Well, they can see it in 4K. Okay, so
No, until the day, God knows when ever, we get a proper transfer. Now that Funimation's dead, now that Funimation's dead, I'm really hoping Crunchyroll actually does the right thing and gives us a proper release.
Did they put Lupin III The First on Blu-ray already?
Yeah, I got the Steelbook.
Oh, it's actually in. Who put that out?
G Kids.
Okay. I need to actually.
I was like, good luck finding it. I think it's on Sentai Filmworks. I think they got it.
Okay, yeah, I can catch it on there and stuff. But what do we have next, gentlemen?
Okay. I first wanted to do anime month, and I said, you know what? No, we'll return to anime later because we got a lot of movies that I want us to get to this year. So, number between 1 and 10, Eris, you first.
9.
Chris?
6.
Fuck. It has to be Chris. 90s or 2000s?
90s.
Eris. I'm gonna keep it real. Schwarzenegger, Stallone, or Van Damme?
Shit.
Which one?
Austrian.
Stallone.
Chris. 1 or 2?
Dose.
2? Everything's all good. Driving, everything all right. Next thing you know, I know, the total slip cut as it is. So I gotta be
Daylight. Let's go. We're doing Daylight.
We have been circling. Hey Chris. Thank God you didn't say 1. Oh, thank God you didn't say 1. But yes, Daylight.
Cliffhanger, but in the NY tunnel.
So yeah, this time we're inside of a tunnel, and it's a lot of water for some. It was in the Holland Tunnel, right? It was a Holland Tunnel they got. Right?
So all right, since we're doing Daylight, I would like to know what were the options that were missed? Now,
when you missed, I said, thank God you said 2 because the other one was stopping my mama shooting. Yes, I was going to make us do that.
No. I meant like the okay. Well, besides the other Stallone movies,
if you picked Schwarzenegger, it was going to be between Kindergarten Cop and Total Recall. If you said JCVD, it was going to be either Kickboxer or Hard Target. Now,
I've been seeing a lot of hard target stuff recently popping up on Facebook. I don't know why, but
it's because Gambit's back and people thinking of Cajuns and with not all the way Cajun accents. They say, hey, Jean-Claude was one.
Now the Van Damme mullet.
The Van Damme mullet, I know. If you said 2000s, it was Statham and Gerard Butler sitting there. So I just wanted to, so I was like, we got some movies because we got a bunch of movies I want us to get to. And no offense, I want us to still do anime, and we're still going to go get back to anime. But I was like, I can't have us dedicate this whole month. We got to get some movies out the way that we really wanted to get out the way. Yes, I thought I was going to have to say it's not a tumor. Stop saying sexual things. All of you are in kindergarten. I was ready to do all of that.
God knows I got backstory on that movie too.
Jesus Christ, man. But yes, next week we'll be doing the Stallone movie where critics was like, hey, yo, Stallone, I think you need a break. That's Daylight.
Not on the same level of Nothing But Trouble, but yeah, you needed a break.
Actually, you know what? I should have said Tango and Cash for the other one, but I was thinking, no.
When I said Stallone, I was really thinking that one of the options was gonna be Tango and Cash. But as soon as you said tunnel, I was like, "Oh God, we're doing daylight."
You gotta step inside. Every guy helping people.
Tango and Cash has to be the most science fiction movie ever. I'm supposed to believe Meathead Stallone can play a nerdy guy.
Hey.
Well,
Joe Silver did not miss when he made that movie, so I'm gonna need you to
he
shut up.
went up against he went up against Kurt Russell, Meathead in the movie.
But Kurt Russell is a legit, he's a believable everything. But I'm supposed to believe that Stallone is a yuppie, nerdy guy that can shoot a gun.
He
like
did try to have like a full-on button and tie.
Yeah,
the glasses. It was
bro.
like
That image of Stallone. You do realize that image of Stallone has been used for what do you call it? Office Wave.
Ooh.
I'm dead serious. Actual Office Wave, they use that image of Stallone. Intellectual Stallone.
We're gonna have fun. We're gonna intellectual Stallone. So we're gonna have fun with
DLC character, intellectual Stallone.
Because he is. Stallone in all of his movies are DLC characters, bro.
All right, so like I said, next week we're gonna have some fun. Next week we're gonna have some fun doing daylight. We see y'all next week, y'all.
Fucking Mortal Kombat ninjas.